by this spectacular sport, for our friends and family, for our country and all those who serve on its behalf, whether here at home or abroad. Help us to be like you, O God, passing along all that is good, true, and beautiful to others. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome Morgan Carr from Transcendence Theater's Broadway Under the Stars in Sonoma Valley.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Always a stirring scene. The last 8 Sonoma winners were the first-time winners at this track. Who will it be today?
Welcome to the Toyota Save Mart 350. It's a beautiful day in wine country. I'm Ed Laukus from Toyota. Today, making NASCAR history once again is the Toyota Mirai. Our hydrogen fuel cell vehicle will serve as the pace car for this race and will go on sale in California this fall. We'd also like to thank Fox Sports for their tremendous broadcast work and partnership during the first half of our season. Your commitment to the sport we love is evident each and every week. And finally, on behalf of our Toyota team members, including our plants, our dealerships, and offices throughout the U.S. and North America, we hope you enjoy the Toyota Save Mart 350.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, proudly supporting our military for 100 years. Goodyear.com. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. Welcome to Wine Country. We've left the ovals behind. It's time now to make some right turns as NASCAR gets its first road course of the season. Sonoma is known for its wild elevation changes. During the course of one lap, a driver will have experienced over 160 feet of elevation change. The nearby Golden State Warriors aren't the only winners in this area. The former Rainbow Warrior, Jeff Gordon, owns just about every record this track has to offer, including wins. Can Gordon get one more in his final season, or will someone else be drinking the Champions Cabernet?
What? You're doing good.
Well, I'll be looking at your daddy, Keelan, the driver of the 4-car, Kevin Harvick. Couple of wins this year. NASCAR's defending champ, but he has not won yet at Sonoma. Other drivers eyeing the big prize today as we get ready for the command.
Your Grand Marshals, professional climber Kevin Jorgensen, and assistant service manager at Fremont Toyota, Sergio Rizzo.
Drivers, start your engines!
Drivers, fans, anxious, ready. So are the broadcast and announce team. Michael, fun grid walk. Let's head upstairs. Welcome the guys taking you through the race once again with Darrell Waltrip, Larry McReynolds, and Mike Joy. Mike?
Thank you, Chris. I'm so excited I can't stand it. You know, with 15 years and all these races this season, and here we are at one of my favorite places because we're going road course racing. I so love this. Darrell, you had your work clothes on yesterday, got to run a few laps, and his grin was bigger yesterday than it is today. Love it.
No, it's all fun. Here's the thing. You got to watch this start, though, Mike. You're going to come off here. When the flagman waves the green flag, you're going to be in first gear. Now, you know what it's like when you take off in first gear. You're going to spin those rear tires if you're not careful. So you got to get a good, clean start. First, second, third up to the top of that hill. That's where the action picks up. There's going to be a traffic jam at the top of the hill, and it's going to go a chain reaction right down to the back of the field. So got to keep your car clean. You close those brake ducts up, you're going to have problems early. And beat that radiator up, you're going to have problems early. Be careful on the start.
Well, while Darrell and I are bouncing off the rev limiter, our sane voice of reason and strategy has always been Larry McReynolds. Now, you run this race backwards. What determines whether this is a 2 or a 3-stop race?
Yeah, Mike, there is no right or wrong strategy, but somewhere on pit road, there is a race-winning strategy. And I promise you, most of these crew chiefs, they already have their strategy in place. But as Jeff Gordon said in the pre-race, who's won here 5 times, you have to be able to adjust that strategy based on the way the cautions fly and the way your car's driving. He adjusted his strategy last year to finish second by making 3 stops. But if you're going to do it on 2 stops, like Carl Edwards last year, you better have a good driving race car.
All right, we can't wait to get this party started. In Sonoma, California, we're ready to turn right with NASCAR on Fox.
beautiful vineyards of Sonoma. Just a picturesque drive away from the Golden Gate Bridge. This is pure relaxation. Maybe not. Here at Sonoma, they got 11 turns, rolling hills, and lots of bumping.
Whoa, trouble, holy moly!
Today, there are a lot of big drivers still searching for a win, including local hero Jeff Gordon, who just so happens to hold about every course record. Who'll conquer Sonoma and end Fox NASCAR season in Victory Lane? We'll find out right now on Fox Sports 1.
They're rolling off pit road in front of the biggest crowd this track has seen in more than a decade. Welcome to Fox NASCAR coverage of the Toyota Save Mart 350. Parking lots are jammed, so are the hillsides. Still a big line of traffic coming in from the south for Jeff Gordon's final appearance at his home racetrack. Here's the Geico starting grid for today's race. A.J. Allmendinger won the last road course race. Kurt Busch won here in 2011. They're the front row. Matt Kenseth has his best road course start. Kyle Larson set the track record on Saturday. Jeff Gordon, 5 wins here, the most of all drivers. Clint Boyer, the 2012 winner. Tony Stewart has been to victory lane here twice. Casey Mears, his best start of the season. Best Sonoma start for row 5, David Reagan and Brad Keselowski. A pair of Sonoma road course winners, Kyle Busch and Martin Truex in row 6. Another pair of former winners here, Jimmy Johnson and Carl Edwards, row 7. Denny Hamlin looking to score on the road course, and Ryan Newman, runner-up here in 2006. Kevin Harvick hasn't won on the road course since Watkins Glen in 06, and Jamie McMurray, top 10 last 3 races. Joey Logano, top 10 in 2 of his last 3 road course starts, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. finished 3rd here last year. That is your top 20. Danica Patrick, 4th fastest in the first practice. Greg Biffle, 3 top 10s here. And watch Michael McDowell. He has surprising speed on the road course there next to Sam Hornish.
What do you say we dial up the pole setter here for the day's race? A.J. Allmendinger, it's a Darrell Waltrip. You got a copy there, my friend.
That's DW.
Buddy, you came in here as the odds-on favorite. You won Watkins Glen at the end of last year. How good is your car today, and can you make it 2 in a row?
Well, I sure hope so. I'm proud of everybody on our 47 team here at the racetrack, especially back at the shop, doing everything they can to get this thing as fast as possible. Kingsford Chevy's been good all weekend. You know how this place is, though. 110 laps around here is tough. Got to save rear tires, pit at the right time, get a lot of luck. But if we go do our jobs, I do my job, our pit crew does what they do, we'll have a great shot at it.
AJ, you're one of the best road racers. You're starting up there on the front row, buddy. Good luck today, and hope it all works out for you.
Thank you, guys, and thanks, Fox, for Fox Sports, for everything you guys do for our sport.
Well, it's been our pleasure. Let's get down to pit road and get late-breaking stories, beginning with Matt Yoakum.
Mike, it's been 13 years since Kurt Busch last won back-to-back races, but the odds are looking even better. The tone was set in qualifying, scoring a front-row start. An exceptional pit stall on pit road with a number of advantages we'll discuss later, but it should all boil down to strategy. That's what Tony Gibson thinks. At this juncture, they're going to roll with a 2-stop strategy, but the audible zone comes in around lap 20 to 25. That's when they'll make the final decision to stick with 2 or go with 3 stops. Chris Neville?
Well, Matt Kenseth admits that on road courses, he's definitely had some challenges, but in qualifying yesterday, he got it all right. And speaking with Jason Radcliffe, his crew chief today, he said these first 10 laps are going to be so important to keep confidence high. Matt needs to hit his marks on the racetrack, make clean shifts, and limit the breakup. After those first 10 laps, then they'll start working on that race car. Jamie?
Well, Martin Truex Jr.'s dream season continues, this time at a racetrack where he's tasted the wine in Victory Lane. As for their chances yet again today, I talked to his crew chief, Cole Pern, and he told me this brand new race car they brought here today has exceeded their expectations. Now, if they could just get around Kurt Busch, they may have a chance for win number 2 on this season. Vince Welch?
For California native Kevin Harvick, the numbers are almost shocking. 0 for 14 here at Sonoma, one of the few tracks in which Kevin hasn't won at. But don't let the numbers fool you and think that Kevin isn't good at Sonoma. In fact, just the opposite. He's done everything but win here at this race course. And today, Mike, they believe this is the day that all changes with a trip to Victory Lane.
Thanks, Vince. Not only is Sonoma different because of the right turns, some of the road course car preparation rules are different too. Here's our Fox NASCAR rules analyst, Andy Petrie.
Yeah, Mike, the cars look the same that they run every week, and they are pretty much the same, but there are about a dozen specifications in the book that specifically address road courses, and there's some required equipment on these cars to be prepared for wet weather conditions should they arise. It's not going to happen today, beautiful weather, but they have to carry the windshield wiper motor, the blinking light on the rear window, and a defogger, and they also allow them to run the rear sway bar here where they don't anywhere else. So there's a lot of things that they do to these cars to make them roadworthy.
Thanks, Andy. One more pace lap, we'll be ready to race. There is the hairpin turn 11. Think Martinsville, but turn right. Here's your paper clip. We asked a number of Sprint Cup drivers about the challenges of road racing here.
How do I prepare for Sonoma? I really don't.
There really is no place that you can go to prepare for this. Sonoma is its own entity.
It's the first time we haven't tested heading into road course. There was no testing allowed this year.
Now it's cold turkey, so here we go.
They come past the start-finish line. You're looking from the pavement in turn number 2. At the top of the first of 2 big climbs that they will make, 160 feet of elevation change here at Sonoma. Let's have a look around this 11-turn road course. There's the start-finish line where we get going.
Yeah, Mike, you come up the hill right here to the top of the hill. That's turn 2. You're going to catch second gear. This is a really tough spot on the racetrack. Then you're going to start downhill here, and you take it from there.
Then it's back uphill sharply to the highest point of the course at turn 3A. And then coming down to turn 4 is where Brandon McReynolds and 2 of his competitors went 3 wide on the final lap in the K&N race yesterday.
Yeah, it's real downhill, and you run off the track here. You got to watch that wall that sticks out right there.
Yeah, and this goes down toward what we call the chute. There's the area that Darrell was talking about. They go off the racetrack down to turn 7, and this right here, we see synchronized spinning there sometimes because they try to go through there 3 wide.
Yeah, and then the S's are pretty cut. You try to straighten these S's out. You try to make that as straight a line as you can. Hit your marks all the way down to turn 10. Really fast, tough place on the racetrack.
Turn 10, key to a fast lap here because it leads down to that final corner, the paperclip of turn 11.
You got a couple of good safe passing areas. One right here going into 11 and one down here going into turn 7. Those are your 2 safest places to pass. I'm not saying there won't be some other places tried.
The pits are there and there. There's a little dog leg right there along pit road. Just another little nuance that makes this track different and special. Nationwide's proud to announce the Nationwide 88 Dale Jr. video series. Follow at Nationwide 88 to see new Dale Jr. behind the scenes video every Tuesday. It was 97 degrees here on Thursday. It was hot on Friday, and then the marine layer of clouds came in, and look at this.
Yeah, when it's hot, it makes this track really slick, and it's hard to get what we call forward bite. You want to spin those rear tires. That's something these drivers are really going to have to take care of.
You see right there, 110 laps, pit road speed, 40 miles per hour. You don't need a penalty here, but we will be talking about that right there all day long, as it's already been mentioned a lot before the green flag here and in the pre-race.
2 drivers go to the rear. Michael Annett had transmission trouble during the early practice. Also, Paul Menard.
You see him going through the hairpin right there. Slowest part of the racetrack, about 30 to 35 miles per hour.
And here we come, and boogity, boogity, boogity. Hey, we'll see you boys in Daytona in February.
Up the hill to turn 2. Look at the elevation change. Blind rise over the hill, still double wide.
They really are, and of course, Allmendinger, he's had a bit of disadvantage with that 41 car Kurt Busch on the outside of him. He had to yield a little bit right there. It doesn't surprise me.
Turn 3, up to 3A. The highest point on the course, another blind rise at exit, downhill to turn 4.
And you can see it gets real crowded right here, and something's got to give.
And you can see them right there, all the way across the rumble strips there, using every bit of that asphalt.
The beautiful thing about the start of these races, Mike, this is when your car's your best. It's got the new tires on it. It's handling good. It's sticking good. You can go 2 wide and get away with it early on.
Ideally, you'd be single file down through the S's, and the top
15 or so are.
Oh, you're going to get single foul or else.
Looks like a snake coming down through
Oh,
there.
yeah. It's hard to run through there without getting into somebody.
Out of turn 10. Short shoot with the pit entrance, and here's turn 11.
Yeah, and you're downshifting all the way into this corner, all the way to first gear. This is so critical. How you get out of turn 11 here really dictates how you run a lap around this joint.
Kurt Busch leads the first lap from A.J. Allmendinger and Kyle Larson. Climb the hill with Jeff Gordon to turn 2.
This will give you a good idea. The gear selection right there with Jeff Gordon. You see he's third gear down to second gear.
Yeah, right here, you use those curbings, and particularly on the coming down 4 there and into 7 here, you actually use them to make the car turn. You get the car up on that thing like you see Jeff doing, that loads that left side up, makes that car turn, nail the throttle and go. See Allmendinger all over the back of Kurt Busch here. I believe Allmendinger's car's a little bit better, didn't get the best start on there of the race, but I believe Allmendinger might have a pretty good race car. He certainly was fast in qualifying.
These front 3 have opened up a little distance on Matt Kenseth. The Allmendinger had a look inside, but not much inside with those big stacks of tires there.
But think about it. Kyle Larson, who shattered our track record in the first round of qualifying yesterday, and here he is. He and Allmendinger, probably the 2 best cars, being held off by Kurt Busch right now.
Yeah, Kyle Larson ran well here. Qualified 3rd last year, running in the top 10, and then had mechanical issues.
Wow. That makes you dizzy right there. It's like a video game.
That feels like it hurts.
Oh. Look at Larson.
Larson looking?
He's looking. That's all, though. It's hard to make a pass right there unless you can really get a run off of turn 3 up there and get inside a guy before he gets to the bottom of that hill. Again, another passing spot, but you got to be close. See those cars get up on the curbing. And then down through here, it's a matter of hitting your marks. There. Then right here.
Keselowski tried to make a move on Kyle Busch. That did not quite work out.
So hard. The tightest parts of this racetrack are down through the S's. It's hard to make a pass there unless the guy in front of you just screws up and runs off the track or gets sideways or something.
So Truex through turn 10 and 2 wheels off. No problem there. But that puts him at risk of being passed on the inside into the corner, and he is by the 19 of Carl Edwards.
Carl's got a pretty good car. He was real happy with his car, and he ran good in practice.
See a good side-by-side battle here with Ryan Newman in the 31, Jimmy Johnson in the 48. That's a battle for 14. Jimmy Johnson in that 48 just not had a lot of speed here this week.
Really hadn't, but there's our man Matt Kenseth, who's running in the 4 spot right now, with Jeff Gordon just kind of what I'd say lurking. He's back there watching these boys and sizing them up. You can get a pretty good idea, Mike, about how good a guy's car is by how much of the racetrack he has to use up. And he's looking there. Jeff Gordon looking under Matt Kenseth. Couldn't make the pass, but he's looking.
There's probably nowhere in NASCAR racing, Darrell, that you are part throttling the car more than down through the S's here at Sonoma.
I guess it's what we would call you pedal the car a lot. I mean, you literally are trying to get the power down, and you only the guys with a good feel, they know when the tires are hooking up, they know when the car's sticking, and they know when they can mat it. But that's something you play with all the way down through those S's.
Gordon to 4th, takes the inside going into the hairpin, and he's got the spot.
Now, there's all kinds of different ways to drive these cars, as far as your footwork goes. A lot of guys do the heel and toe. A lot of guys just don't use a clutch. They just use the throttle, bloop the throttle. You'll see Jeff here. It's Jeff Gordon's feet. You see him on the brake. Working that gas. Coming down the hill. Getting the power down. Drivers, you see how he tapped that brake pedal? That's something that drivers do, particularly drivers that have driven a long time. Make sure that brake pedal's there, that those brakes are good. You see, he never touched the clutch as he shifts up through the gears.
Jimmy Johnson to 13th, passing Brad Keselowski.
That was a nice move right there by Johnson. That car was hooked up good right there.
Yeah, the biggest challenge here is getting the car to drive off the corner, what we call lack of forward bite. And the driver that has better forward bite, he's always going to win that battle off the corner.
I tell you, Larry, just so few, what little we've watched this 48 car, look what the distance he's put on Brad Keselowski in the 2. That 48 looks like it's hooked up pretty darn good.
Another dive bomb move at that corner. Ryan Newman got past Brad Keselowski at the longest braking zone on the course. Kurt Busch has led every lap so far, Matt.
Mike, on an average race weekend, teams are not allowed to change transmissions without penalty. But here at Sonoma and Watkins Glen, they are allowed, and that played to Kurt Busch's hand after the first practice session. The car was just bogging down on exit of the corners. They went to a different transmission with slightly different ratios, and the car really came to life, and it's paying off again today.
5 of 110 laps complete. Kurt Busch in front of A.J. Allmendinger, Kyle Larson, Jeff Gordon, and Matt Kenseth. First car in your picture is Kurt Busch. He's your race leader. The white car, A.J. Allmendinger. And look at this battle for third as Kyle Larson tries to hold off Sonoma's all-time winner, Jeff Gordon. Biggest movers so far include Dale Earnhardt Jr. from 20th up to 15th. Paul Menard 9 spots. Casey Kane +7. Let's get a Dale Jr. nationwide performance report from Vince Welch.
Mike Jr.'s been really happy this weekend. You know, you're always wanting more from the car, but they got to a good point with the car in practice, and they were all very happy. We've seen a lot of smiles from Jr. this weekend. They came into it, even though they qualified 20th, they came in feeling like they had a top 5 car. They said the key is getting from the 20th position up near the top 5 without using up that Chevrolet. We'll see if they can get it done here this afternoon.
He passed Ryan Newman, moving him up to 14th. Busch, your leader. Gordon completed the pass on Larson. That's why there's a big gap back from Allmendinger, with Jeff Gordon now third.
You know, when you look at Kyle Larson in this 42 car, he was brought up, his hometown, very close to here, Elk Grove, California. And he said that his mom and dad would bring him to watch the races when NASCAR first started coming here. And why? He was a huge Jeff Gordon fan.
Well, he may not be right now, though, because Jeff Gordon just drove by him. Whoa, now. That one car looked like he's got a problem.
We're hearing he may pit, Darrell, with a tire going down. Vince?
That's exactly right. McMurray had radioed in just a couple of laps before and saying that he had a bad vibration in fourth gear, something they certainly didn't have in practice. Radio just a moment ago said it's either coming apart or I've got a loose wheel, something, but they are prepared for Jamie McMurray to pit.
Well, he's coming to pit road right now. Good thing about it, he can make this stop here and stay on the lead lap, but this right here will change their strategy for the rest of the race.
Larry, depending on what's wrong with that tire, we've had a number of tires this weekend. A tire came, the tread came unlaminated from the casing. We've had some tires blistered. We've had some rear tire issues this weekend already.
McMurray has run as high as 15th. And look on the right of your screen. Truex Earnhardt trailing Kyle Busch down into the corner. Turn 4. Turn 7. Here comes Truex to the inside.
Oh.
Nope, but Edwards right there on his teammate. Darrell.
Truex trying to get by the 19 car there. It's going to cost him a spot here with Junior if he's not careful. Yeah, he's got to let Junior go. He's got to let him go. He had position on him. And that all was because he couldn't make the pass. And there's what we were talking about. That tire looks like that's that lamination problem that some of the guys were talking about.
Yeah, the tire combination that Goodyear brought here, compound-wise, it's the same as what we've had as far as the grip, but they added tread to the tire just to help the wear, but I think that's also created a few issues.
And the other thing that you can do, if you lock those brakes up and slide those tires very much, you can cause yourself some tire problems too. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out throughout the day.
Look at the gap increasing. Kurt Busch continues to pad his lead, 2.1 seconds on Allmendinger, who has 4 seconds back to Jeff Gordon.
And Mike, we're coming to complete lap 11, and I always look at the trends even at the beginning of a road course race. And the averages of the last 10 races here shows the first caution normally comes around lap 23, but 4 times it's been in the first 10 to 15 laps.
Denny Hamlin didn't show a lot of speed in practice, but here he is all over Brad Keselowski. This is for 19th place at turn 4. Braking zone at turn 7. Can Hamlin outbrave Keselowski? Not that time. Here's Brad.
My car just falls off with the rear. Spins the tires. You try moving the track for you, see if that does anything? And if you want me to. Might as well try something. I mean, we ain't got nothing in here that we haven't already tried.
And it's tough here to make adjustments on that race car. Why? Because you're turning left and right. You may help it one direction, but hurt it the other.
Boy, I don't like what I heard from Paul Wolf, though. We don't have anything in here. Whatever you're going to do, you're going to have to do it out there yourself with the track bar, the brake bias, or something.
Martin Truex moves up to 13th place. Kyle Busch, Truex.
Well, now we saw Kyle Busch spin off turn 10 in practice. Looked a little loose there, Matt.
And that's exactly the issue that Kyle Busch has, DW. He needs forward bite, and in a big way, the car is too free on exit. Now, you might wonder, remember back to Daytona and his Xfinity crash injuries. He doesn't have any issues this weekend with the right leg, but the left foot, due to using the clutch so much during the course of the weekend, the plate and the screws are causing some discomfort, Jamie.
And Martin Truex Jr., who we saw get passed by the 88 at Dale Earnhardt Jr., came on the radio after the pass and said, "Not good, dude. We are not good." He said they're loose on the right-handers. He was pretty good in practice. They were really optimistic that they could get the car to victory lane, but right now he needs some changes and he needs them quick.
3 lefts and 8 right-hand corners make up the 11 turns here at Sonoma. Kurt Busch, his lead is shrinking. He's now up on Allmendinger by just 1.8 seconds. You see her every week in Victory Lane. You can also keep up with Miss Sprint Cup on Twitter anytime at Miss Sprint Cup. Find out how you can win an autographed hat from today's race winner and follow Miss Sprint Cup on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for lots of behind-the-scenes access to life inside the Sprint Cup Series. 14 laps complete. Kurt Busch is your leader. Clint Bowyer just moved up into the top 5, passing Matt Kenseth. So has Jimmy Johnson. He's up to 6, but you're riding on the front bumper of Clint Bowyer.
Riding with the king here, Clint Bowyer.
As Bowyer dives into 11 here, Darrell, I think it's really interesting. I was talking to him yesterday, and he said he likes to really pace himself at the start of a run. Take care of those rear tires right there. When you accelerate off turn 11, that's when you really need those rear tires. And to what Bowyer said, he did. He didn't pass a single car until lap 13 when he made that move around Kenseth. He's got a good car, and he's just pacing himself early in the going.
Jamie?
And it has been a good weekend so far for both MWR cars, both qualifying in the top 10. Clint Bowyer, though, being a former winner here, he came here with an extra pep in his step. Remember, he's working with a new crew chief for just the 3rd time, but his spotter has been the biggest help so far in the early goings. Brett Griffin telling him it's turn 7 that he's getting beat the most. He said, you need to drive a little bit different, use a little bit more of that curb, and you'll be good.
Turn 7 right here. Following Kyle Larson, and there it is. Larson scoots away, exiting 7.
But you got to commit to that curb. And what I mean by that, you can't just nip it. You got to get up on it. You got to get that car up in the air. That's what makes the car turn. When it's up in the air, you got to get back in the gas as soon as it lands.
Back up front, Kurt Busch's lead is gone. Here comes A.J. Allmendinger, and he's knocked it down to about a 1.5 seconds. Matt?
Mike, AJ was telling his team that the 41 of Busch is really fast, and he sees where he's picking up that time. His car has leveled off, but it's too edgy, especially on exit, while Kurt Busch telling Tony Gibson he's losing more front grip than rear grip as we're closing in about another between 12 and 14 laps in the next stop.
But Mike and Darrell, if you're going to do this on 3 stops, now that we've completed lap 16, the window is open. And I think about drivers like Martin Truex Jr. in this 78 who continues to slide backwards. I would say if they're going to do it on 3 stops, they should be on pit road here shortly.
Vince?
Kevin Harvick chasing down Martin Truex Jr. just in front of him, just inside the top 15. Even though they qualified poorly, Harvick, we're speaking of, qualifying 17th. They've been extremely happy with their race cars. You see Kevin making the move inside for the pass. They didn't qualify well, but they've hardly touched the car in race trim this weekend. Very similar setup to what they had in the car last year when Kevin led 23 laps and was threatening to win before late contact. They believe they have a car capable of getting to the front and getting it done today. He's on the move here in this first run.
Harvick now 12th.
I think the bigger shock with the 4 cars when they don't run good, not when they do. I think that you expect him to be up in the front there. Jimmy Johnson is just, I tell you, Larry, that car has looked really, really good since the start of this race. That 48 car is as solid as a rock.
Yeah, in 17 laps, starting back in 13th, he's now cracked the top 5.
And closing. I mean, he's closing on the 42. Got a pretty fast hot rod right now.
Denny Hamlin has come to pit road. Matt?
Dave Rogers opting for the 3-stop strategy for Denny Hamlin, a clean tear-off. His biggest issue, needing more forward bite on corner exit. Denny's struggled of late on the road courses, 19th or worse the last 10 road course races, hoping to change that today, waiting on fuel and a little bit extra time on the left rear. He's away.
On the left of your screen, Dale Earnhardt Jr. just taking 10th place from David Reagan. Nice job by both the Michael Waltrip racing cars, making it through to the final round of qualifying and starting this race in the top 10.
Now what Denny Hamlin and Dave Rogers and that team will do, they will now split it up into runs of 31 laps apiece. That gets them to the end on 2 more stops.
That's pretty easy to do. A 3-stop race is manageable. It's when you start trying to stretch that out to a 2-stop race, it gets tough.
Michael McDowell in the 95. I misspoke saying he showed surprising speed. this weekend. He is an excellent road racer, and he's given that 95 car its ride of the year as he leads Cole Witt and Justin Allgaier here. Closing up on David Gilliland, a former Southwest Tour winner here. If you want to pass in the S's at Sonoma, here's what you have to do.
Yeah, Michael McDowell in that 95 car, he says, oh, I'll just shove you out of the way. I'll run you off the track. Cole Witt says, yeah, you might do that, dude, but I got position on you. And that's really good road racing right there.
Two Fords battle. Here's today's Ford EcoBoost track facts. Here are the Ford winners at Sonoma, beginning with Davey Allison in 1991. That is quite a list of road race talent right there. One of the Fords that's come to pit road, Brad Keselowski. What'd they do, Matt?
And Mike, air pressure changed for the two of Keselowski. You could hear their frustration on the radio, just struggling. They are money when they go to Watkins Glen. 3 of the last 4 years they finished second, but they have simply struggled almost every year here at Sonoma.
And I have to believe that Paul Wolf and Brad Keselowski, possibly a driver crew chief, that changed their strategy because of the way that car was driving.
And the comparison between this track and Watkins Glen, this is a short track. This track races like a short track. Tight turns, stop and go, forward bite. Watkins Glen is fast, a lot of speed.
David Gilliland is in the tire wall at turn 10. This will be a full course caution.
Man.
The first one of the day. The two-time Southwest Tour winner here went in deep into the tire wall.
Yeah, he
running
knows her.
21st.
Knows her into those tires.
The window net is down, the indication to safety personnel that he is okay. We talked about what a tough, fast corner this is. Have a look.
Just gets out wide here, and once you get off the track, you're done. And wow, what an incredible, I mean, that's a sudden stop. And look how he knocked all those tires loose. That's huge.
And we've talked about turn 11 being the slowest corner at 30 miles per hour. That's one of the fastest parts of the racetrack.
Yeah, I got to think something happened to that car.
David Gilliland told his crew that coming into turn 10, the left front tire let go.
Yeah, I mean, he was off the track there early as if something mild felt like he lost brakes, but now we find out he lost the tire.
First caution of the day, the Riverside, California native, second generation NASCAR star is okay.
Okay, Larry, so how does this play into our strategy? We've already pitted, some of us have. What do we do?
Well, for those that are on the 3-stop strategy, the ones that's made their stop, they're golden. They're going to stay out. But I heard Matt Yoakum say Tony Gibson and Kurt Busch, they were looking at a 2-stop strategy. I think they'll stay out as well as some of the other leaders because they need to get to lap 30 to be able to do it on 2 stops.
Yeah, and this is where it gets tough because you stay out under the caution and come in under the green and you say, whoa, I don't know about that.
It'll take a little while for the pace car to pick up the field and then pit road to open. Our aerial coverage today provided by Goodyear, proudly supporting our military for 100 years. Show your support for our troops at Goodyear.com. Participate in the charity auction there. Goodyear, official tire of NASCAR.
Now, Mike and Darrell, as long as it's going to take to clean that up, even if you are on a 2-stop strategy, this caution may go close enough to lap 30. You could go ahead and make that first stop.
And that's the battle that crew chief is fighting down there with himself right now. Do I stay out? Do I come in? When do I come in? Because if you got a 2-stop strategy, you got to stick to it or it won't work.
See why one of the most revered names in NASCAR trusts the most winning name in NASCAR? Check in at Chevy.com/Dale Jr. I believe David Gilliland was the first car 1 lap down, and so there is no free pass on this caution since he is the car that brought it out. There's David walking away. And okay, you'll see the skid marks going straight off at turn number 10.
Yeah, I think that's what we see right there.
And in areas like this, I know we talk a lot about the safer barriers on oval tracks, but this is where these tire packs really do the job of absorbing impact.
Well, guys, pit road is open, so in about 8 to 10 seconds, we will definitely have a better picture of who's on what strategy.
I know that's kind of an interesting corner there, turn 10. I believe I'd be lobbying to pave all that and make it more like turn 4. So I could run out in that area and miss the end of that wall and not tear up my car. I'm just saying.
Vince Welch.
The 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. as crew chief Greg Ives said, we have one goal today, that's to win. We'll pit as often or as seldom as necessary, but they're taking advantage of this opportunity because they got to have more drive off. Jamie?
Jeff Gordon said, good job with the car, guys. It's really good. We just need more rear grip. 4 tires and an air pressure adjustment. Chris?
Jimmy Johnson up 9 spots from the start check, and I was telling him each 2 laps, take care of your tires. And Jimmy's saying, hey, we've got a great car right now. Matt?
Due to the concern of 5 cars already pitted, they felt like the 41 would get eaten up on fresher tires, so they came to pit road. Significant air pressure change, all 4 for better grip. Similar strategy for the 47 of Allmendinger, and the 47 will win the battle off pit road.
Thanks, Matt. Now, the first of those cars who did not pit were Clint Boyer and Tony Stewart.
They were warned in the driver's meeting about the timing lines at the exit of pit road. They're real close together.
24 laps complete in Sonoma. We're under caution. Under caution in the Toyota St. Mart 350 at Sonoma. Coca-Cola, official soft drink of NASCAR. Let's look at how the Coca-Cola racing family is performing today. Tony Stewart, one of only 2 drivers in this race who has not yet made a pit stop, ahead of Ryan Newman and Joey Logano. Let's go back to the David Gilliland incident as they clean up there. And you'll look right underneath the red Toyota billboard where the SCCA corner workers are waving a blue flag. We don't use that in oval racing. Andy Petrie?
Yeah, Mike, that is an advisory flag that the corner workers have. All the workers around the track have that flag and the discretion to wave it if they think there's a situation the drivers need to be aware of. Now, the yellow flag is the official flag. When it comes out, there's a yellow flag on the full course. The blue flag doesn't mean you can't pass. It doesn't have any real official meaning. It's just an advisory flag for the drivers.
Thanks, Andy. They have loaded David Gilliland's car onto the rollback and are replacing the tire packs at turn 10. Pretty mellow here in wine country until NASCAR comes to town. 10,000 white flags given out as fans came in. They all salute Jeff Gordon, making his final race at his home track in Sonoma County. 25 down, we're going green. We've got a correction from NASCAR. Alex Bowman got the free pass. Gilliland was not quite a lap down at the time of the incident. Clint Boyer and Tony Stewart on the front row for the restart. They are the only 2 drivers who have not been to pit road today at some point.
Yeah, watch up at the top of this hill. It's a real critical point because everybody gets tight right here running up the hill. A lot of contact most of the time.
Kyle Busch coming on the outside. Battling Stewart. Then comes Newman and Allgaier, all of whom pitted early.
Yeah, remember, Kyle Busch was just on pit road at lap 19, so he has pretty fresh tires on that 18 car.
And Mike, this is where that two-stop strategy it will drive a driver crazy, because right now Tony Stewart's getting eaten up by people with tires, but he's not. He's on a different strategy than some of these guys are on.
That's Ryan Newman in front of Stewart and the rest of that snarling pack. Menard, Allgaier, Allmendinger, Keselowski in there, along with Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Larson, Jeff Gordon, and more.
Mike, it's pretty easy to run when you're out front and nobody's in front of you or no one's around you. It's pretty easy. You concentrate, focus, hit your marks, make your shifts. But when people are around you, like we are right now in a tight pack, it's like trying to shoot a three-pointer with somebody in your face guarding you. It's distracting, and it's hard to concentrate and focus and get that shot off clean.
Jeff Gordon in 13th after this restart. Jamie?
Well, a little concern down here in the 24 camp after the tires came off that car the first round of stops. This is what you guys had mentioned earlier. This is the seam in the tire. The tread on top is literally chunking off. 3 of the 4 tires that came off the 24, we've seen this happen. Pass for the lead right now, but this was Alan Gustafson on the radio telling his driver what happened.
You know, they're both right side tires, so where the left side tread splice is around the circumference of the tire where the tread has to end, it's coming up. So ours came up slightly. I don't know what the contribution of that is. There's nothing you can do about it, but if you feel a vibration, that's probably what it is. Okay.
Yeah, there's not a lot that you can tell that driver to do to keep that from happening. You just have to make him aware in case he feels something like Alan did with Jeff.
Well, the only thing you can do is slow down. How are you going to win a race slowing down?
You're not.
And so, I mean, that's the dilemma you're in. If you spin those tires, slide the car around a little bit like we saw Kyle Busch do coming through the S's, you're going to abuse that tire. The chances of something happening to it are much greater than if you're conservative and try to take care of the tire.
Now Gordon's teammate Jimmy Johnson currently 9th. Tire issues there, Chris?
Yeah, Mike, just taking a look at those tires that came off his car after the pit stop. The left rear on that tire, also a big chunk out of it. And about 5 laps prior to that pit stop, Jimmy Johnson saying, hey, the car just got incredibly loose on me, even though he was one of the quickest cars on the racetrack. So this team also concerned about the tires, and Chad Knaus telling him, you got to be easy early in the run. Those first 15 laps, be real easy on your tires.
I think that's all you can do is try to manage them. You know you're going to, we see tire problems. Now you got to figure out how to manage that so you won't have any problems.
Hey, see Tony Stewart in the 14. Remember, he and Chad Johnson decided to stay out, and we got Martin Truex Jr. in the tire barrier.
Buried in there.
He has drilled the tire packs.
Yeah, he's
Side 2 into the tire barriers, Cole.
Now that is about turn 8.
Not giving me any room.
See what happened.
He was running 19th and said he wasn't given any room. There's Truex coming out of 7. Reagan off the course, kind of in the dirt, and hooks him.
Yeah. You know, there's in other sports there's unavoidable contact and there's avoidable contact. That's could have been a little give and take there on either guy's part. I'm not blaming either one of them, but that could have been avoided. Right there.
Darrell, you talked about him in the pre-race, the man that started the season off, the first 15 races, 14 top 10 finishes. It won't happen today.
No. Cole Pern's going to have to, that's a brand new car that they built for here. They're very happy with it. They'll have to take that thing home and rebuild it and get it ready for Watkins Glen. And you see Cole, that's him right there, Cole Pern, the crew chief. I'm sure they're headed back to the garage to see what they can do to get this car back in the race.
So contact from David Reagan puts Martin Truex out. We'll give you a look riding with Joey Logano as they exited turn 7.
Well done. Clear. Just dirt. Keep digging. They got a bit. Check up. Come on. Okay. 55 in the view.
Landon Castle will get the free pass from some of that contact. There's damage to Reagan's car, but He is about 3 rows deep into the tire pack there at turn 8.
He's actually moved that barrier, that concrete barrier, moved that back. That's hard lick.
Now, Mike, pit road will be open. Really, the only 2 drivers that I suspect may be on pit road is Clint Boyer in the 15, Tony Stewart in the 14, because the time we go back racing, they will be in their window. Because if you go back to last year, Carl Edwards made his first of 2 stops at lap 32.
Here we come, 42.
When Clint Boyer won here, Darrell, was that a big surprise? He was a dirt tracker, an oval racer. He wasn't a road racer.
What was a big surprise to me was what a flawless race. He's not a road racer, but that day he drove a flawless race and won that thing, and that's what it takes.
Boyer and Stewart will pit as they bring Martin Truex's car back to the garage.
Michael Waltrip, Chris Myers back here in Sonoma, and glad you're watching Fox Sports 1 pit crews under caution after Martin Truex Jr., who has finished in the top 10 in every race this season except Bristol, and now this, working his way through to the care center, very upset with what happened moments ago involving David Reagan, and we certainly hope that he's okay. A quick look at the Budweiser race summary. 4 leaders, 4 lead changes under our second caution. Kurt Busch, who started up front. Remember, Allmendinger on the pole, but he has led 2 different times and has led the most laps, and they are fixing the tire barrier here. Let's talk about what happened there moments ago with Truex.
It looked like to me, Chris, that Reagan was on the inside of Truex, or on the outside of Truex, excuse me, and he just ran him out of room, so payback came, and that's exactly what I saw. But what I think is interesting, the first 20 laps, we saw synchronized driving. These guys working well together. being real careful with each other. But as this race rolls on, we're going to see more and more of people shoving each other around. That's what this place is famous for, and that's what's going to happen.
Kyle Busch at the moment in front of Jamie McMurray, and spotters making observations too about where their drivers are losing time so far under the early pace of this race as they continue to repair that tire barrier. .31 of scheduled 110 laps. A quick recap in the KFC race break. It was A.J. Allmendinger from Los Gatos, California, starting on the pole, but Kurt Busch taking the lead and leading 22 laps. David Gilliland having some problems bringing out the first caution.
Yeah, there was a problem with his left front tire, and that's the fastest turn on the track. If you told me any place I wouldn't want to wreck, Chris, it was right there in turn 10. That's where Gilliland landed.
And from nearby Vallejo, California, fans celebrating on lap 24. And Jeff Gordon, who has dominated this place his last ride here, I should say, as a driver. And then this caution moments ago. It's Reagan in the 78. It's Truex. And he hits this hard enough, pushing the tires. That's why we have stop the action at the moment here, because the barrier behind the tires, that cement area, has been pushed back, and so the cars are stalled on lap 31.
Yeah, and it's tough to pass judgment on what happened there. Reagan obviously was run out of room leaving that corner, and he didn't like what he felt, and so he retaliated, and that's what it appeared to happen. And you're going to see more and more aggression as this race goes forward. We've really taken our time, and we've been careful with each other so far. That's all coming to an end now.
Jamie Little is actually standing by with Martin Truex. Jamie?
Martin Truex Jr. has been checked and released. Tough break for you guys. You just made some adjustments to make the car better. What happened?
Yeah, we were going to be okay. Just it's product of restarts here. When you're in mid-pack, it's not a good place to be. It's just really congested. we were a lot faster than a couple of the guys around us, and you're trying not to get run over, so you got to make moves. And every time I passed the 55, he'd just stay on the side of me and not give me 3 or 4 inches to get clear, so we could all kind of get going. And after the 4th time of doing that, it's just we both ran out of room, and I guess he turned me on purpose. So I ran in the side of him first, so I kind of had to come, and just that was an accident. I thought I'd give him enough room there coming out of the S's, and felt like he probably just turned me on purpose where it happened and how it happened. But it's just a product of the racing here, and we'll go on and do our thing.
Martin Truex Jr. is finished in the top 10, 14 of 15 races. His day is done early here.
Jamie, thank you. As they repair things at the track, track position obviously important. You usually think of the front of the pack, but he was talking mid-pack, not the place to be. And already some early aggressive racing from Reagan and Truex. That's our KFC race break. We will have more from Sonoma on Fox Sports 1 in a moment.
Instead of being a competitor, he actually is very deeply involved in track maintenance. Many of you know that Tony's involved in several racetracks, most notably the famous
Welcome back to Sonoma. That's Chris Meyer's Reserve Parking Place, suspended high above the raceway. Here are your Toyota top performers. At 31 laps, Kyle Busch is your leader. Matt Kenseth, David Reagan, Carl Edwards.
That's about how his voice was yesterday, too, when he was riding with me.
All right. Matt Yoakum.
Mike, tire and wheel concerns for teammates Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin. First for Kyle Busch, he pitted on lap 21. Something didn't feel quite right. He wasn't sure if it was a loose wheel or a tire was starting to come apart. When he pitted, the team looked over the tires, and it was cording on one of the 4 tires. Good news for him. Meanwhile, Denny Hamlin, he pitted back on lap 18. Something similar. Turns out he had a loose right rear, but their problems have been compounded. Damage to the studs. They brought him back in because the wheel was still vibrating. They took a spacer out, and he has since pitted 2 more times, so it could be a long afternoon for Hamlin.
Thank you, Matt. The cars stopped. And let's go back to find out what put us under this delay. Watch the 55.
They're right back
78.
here. They're right back here. They're coming. You see right here, Martin gets into the 55, crowds him off the racetrack. So that's one hit. But right here, the 55 of Reagan said, look, dude, you crowd me out of room and you're not giving me enough right now, and I'm going to have to knock you out of my way. And that's really what he did. He just knocked him out of his way.
Now, these tire packs that absorb the impact, they're 5 high, they're 2 deep, and they're all bolted together to take the impact without bouncing all over the racetrack, as here when John Krebs and Derek Cope go for a flyer, and those loose tires scattered just about everywhere, and a lot of hang time for West Coaster Krebs and Daytona 500 winner Cope. Here's the difference in what just happened with those tire packs backed up by Jersey barriers. Very similar situation for David Gilliland at turn 10.
Yeah, you see the tires come off in groups. I mean, they're all bolted together, like you said. Makes a pretty good safer barrier, actually.
We're back under yellow. Cars are moving once again, with Kyle Busch leading Jamie McMurray, Ryan Newman, A.J. Allmendinger, and Kurt Busch. Coca-Cola and NASCAR invite you to show your support and appreciation for our servicemen and women around the world. Use the hashtag #ShareASalute to thank them on social media now through July 5th. And Coca-Cola and NASCAR will donate $1 for each message to the USO. This view is coming up the hill toward turn 2, right there in the middle of the asphalt.
It's a pretty interesting shot when they come up a hill and there's that camera.
Leading the field is the Toyota Mirai pace car. It is Toyota's first hydrogen-powered production car. The only emissions that it emits are water. It goes on sale in California this fall, and Toyota plans to expand sales to the northeastern U.S. as the hydrogen fueling infrastructure expands. Ready for the restart, Kyle Busch, Jamie Mack, Ryan Newman, A.J. Allmendinger, Kurt Busch.
And Jamie McMurray in that one car running second, he has the oldest tires of any drivers. He made that stop on lap 9 for a flat. I expect him to run somewhere around to lap 40 to 42 before he makes a stop.
Landon Castle got the free pass. He is 41st, and now the last car on the lead lap.
Good to see Ryan Newman up there in third spot right now. He and Todd Parrott, this is their last race to work together before Luke Lambert comes back next week at Daytona.
Pace car scoots in. We get ready for a restart. Toyota versus Chevrolet on the front row. Here we go. Coming up out of turn 3 to turn 3A, top of the hill, blind rise for these drivers.
Wow, that's amazing.
Down into 4.
You know, Mike, right now, early in the race, 33 laps. If there's an opportunity there to pass, you'll take it. But this is no time right now to push the issue. We got a long way to go yet. Take care of your car.
Jimmy Johnson side by side into the S's with Allgaier. Had a chance at turn 7. They were side by side, but Johnson backed off.
Yeah, Allgaier's car looks pretty darn good right now. He's holding off the champ back there. Not too bad.
Kyle Busch opens it up as they come down to turn 11. Allgaier a peek inside McMurray. Nope. Newman hung on the outside. And Kurt Busch may take advantage. Not that time.
Y'all talked about Kyle Busch in the pre-race show, and with 11 races before the chase, after that bad finish at Michigan, what they can truly salvage is win some races the rest of the year.
Yeah, I don't know, Larry. I felt like it. I know he can win races. I mean, that's a winning driver. It's a winning car. I know he can win some races. I just don't know if he can overcome those points or not. That's going to be the challenge.
Yeah, 173 points outside the top 30 right now.
Yeah, that Michigan race where he finished last, that really hurt him.
Second place, Allmendinger drives through past McMurray into second, and you see Newman working hard to hold off Kurt Busch and move up on McMurray.
Tell you, I like that 47 car, though. That thing looks pretty good right now, solid, and we know AJ's a great road racer.
Larry, McMurray may be at risk here. His tires have been on that car since lap number 9.
Yep.
But because of having to make that unscheduled stop, their bet is pretty much made. They have to run to about lap 40, Mike, which is about 6 laps away. What Jamie McMurray, Matt McCall, his crew chief, what they have to have here is just some patience.
Newman has the opportunity. He opens the door, and Kurt Busch is going to follow through in the 41.
Mike, that's what I was talking about. When you're on older tires, like the one car as a McMurray, it's frustrating as a driver. You're getting past. There's not a whole lot you can do about it right now. You just run your race, mind your own manners, take care of your stuff, wait till you make your pit stop. A little bit worried about Kyle Busch out there. He is driving the wheels off of that thing. I've seen him sideways a number of times, and of course we know there's some tire issues out there possibly, and he's using those rear tires pretty heavily right now.
Here comes Johnson to the inside on McMurray. Can't gain purchase at turn 4. Short shoot up to 7. Kurt Busch past Newman. There goes Johnson up and over the berm. Side by side. Makes the pass.
Yeah, and I see that's what should have happened with the 55 and the 78 earlier, but it didn't, and I'm not harping on that. I'm just saying that's a clean pass, and that's the way you do it.
And right now, Jeff Gordon in that 24 car, he's all over the back of Jamie McMurray in this one. This would be the battle for 6th.
Out of 10. Gordon gets a good launch, and so does Dale Jr. right behind him.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes Gordon to 11 inside McMurray, who has to give way.
That's a great passing zone right there. You get under a guy, and he's got to pretty much give you the spot, and you see 88 car taking advantage of it too, Vince.
Yeah, they've been really happy with this 88 Dale Earnhardt Jr. A lot of smiles around the garage this weekend, and not much different here today. Needed some more forward drive for this second run, and they gave it to him with an air pressure adjustment. They did have a little issue with their left rear tire, that open tread slice that we've seen amongst many cars up and down pit road, but they don't consider it to be serious, and he certainly hasn't addressed it in regards to a vibration during this run at all.
What I've liked about Dale Jr., particularly ran third here last year, best finish he'd had on the road course, but his attitude about his road race car this weekend has been so good. They had to change transmission. It didn't discourage him. He's talked about how good the car is, and it's showing today.
Earnhardt to 7th, moving past McMurray. How physical is this racetrack? Let's ride with A.J. Allmendinger.
Here, the 41 looks better than us the first half. The S's, we look better the second half until we got to 10.
First gear.
Yep. Using those gears to slow him down, too. He's catching those gears, getting into the corner. Second gear, third gear. He'll stay right there up the hill. Roll out the throttle a little bit so you don't over rev the engine. And then it's deceiving how uphill that is. I mean, it's a big climb. You lose a lot of speed.
Went back to second gear up there at turn 2 through 3.
Probably going to run that pretty far here, I'd say. Maybe all the way to turn 7. Yep. Closing on Kyle Busch. Pretty good right now.
And so is Kurt Busch. Matt?
Kurt Busch trying to close in on A.J. Allmendinger. He's knocked a few tenths off the past 2 laps. His issue this run, though, opposite of the first run. The car is free on the right-handers on that 41 machine. Jamie.
And Ryan Newman having a really good run today. Started 16th. I talked to his crew chief this morning, Todd Parrott, and he said the thing that is working in their benefit, their favor, was in practice. They got a 19-lap run in. That gave them a good indication of what to expect in the race, and they adjusted accordingly. Today, just a little bit loose, and they adjusted with the track bar adjustment. We have racing all over the place, guys.
For the lead, Allmendinger had a look inside. Kurt Busch could not complete the pass. Back at third, Jimmy Johnson was working Kurt Busch. Kyle Busch, Allmendinger up front, still 1-2 single file now.
Yeah, it looks like Kyle's car, the 18 car there in the front, looks like it's falling off a little bit, and Allmendinger's car really, really good right now. And, of course, Kurt Busch, who led a good bit of the early going here, he's hanging right in there tough, too.
Now, Larry, there's a 4-lap difference between Kyle Busch's tires and the tires that are on Allmendinger and Kurt Busch.
And that could be a lot. We saw a give up even in drivers in qualifying, just from one lap to the other, that the tires would give up and lose grip.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit worried about the 18's tires, though. He's been sliding the car around quite a bit more than the 47 or the 41. That could take its toll on those rear tires. We've seen some of them already with problems.
Both the cameras you're seeing are mounted on A.J. Allmendinger's car.
Now, this is a rock between 2 hard places right here.
Now look at Kyle Busch, our leader up there in that 18 car. He swept the road course races in 2008. He gives all of the credit as he's going to have his hands full with his brother Kurt Busch. That
He's going to pass them both in the turn 11 there. Nice run by Kurt.
But he gives all of his credit to his road racing when he was teammates with Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson at Hendrick Motorsports, doing a lot of testing.
Speaking of Jimmy Johnson, he's another guy lurking right behind these 3. He's got a pretty darn good car right there. Now you know you can get under a guy coming down this hill right here. If the 18 car of Kyle Busch happens to go a little wide right here, you can get a run on him and stick that nose under it going into 7 and make the pass, like we see what Kurt's trying to do right here. I think he's going to make it. Way up on the curb. This could get interesting. Got to let him go. Doesn't have position. And there's not a whole lot you can do down through here. This follow leader down through the S's. Then you try to set him up and make a run at him on down into 11, which is a great passing area. You see right here, you lay off him a little bit. Kurt laid back, tries to get a run. try to get a run down here, dive into the bottom. Maybe you make it. Maybe he gives me room. Maybe he does. Yes.
And Allmendinger trying to follow through. That will drop Kyle Busch back to third.
And that's one reason A.J. Allmendinger was trying to be so aggressive to stay with Kurt Busch. He knew Kurt was going to open that door.
I tell you, that guy in that blue car back there in fourth place, he's coming, Chris.
He is coming right now, and Chad Knaus on the radio with Jimmy Johnson saying, hey, I need you to be easy on those rear tires. I need you to be straight and smooth on exit. And what he's saying with these big, heavy, high horsepower stock cars is make sure you straighten out that exit, straighten out the wheel before you really commit to the throttle. That's going to be easier on the rear tires.
Well, Chris, one of the problems is you use first gear so much, and that's all the power you got with that really low first gear, and it's just so easy to spin those tires and burn them up. And boy, we see Jimmy Johnson. He's trying to make a move on Kyle right here. Again, position.
And this is where Kyle Busch is a victim of that pit stop at lap 19. The drivers that have passed him, their tires are 4 laps fresher than Kyle's. That's why he's falling back.
Clear, clear, clear. Nice save.
Boy, that 2 car, he has just had his hands full with that car today. You heard early on, Paul Wolf said, man, we can't help you. It's all up to you.
Watch the 2.
Whoa. Oh, man, locking them down, locking them down. Safe. Slid right over the berm. Watch this. If he doesn't have tire problems now, he should, because he's using up that left rear and the right front.
I think he got away with one there from the dirt outside turn 7.
Duck.
Keselowski was 11th. That slide for life put him back to 14th. Just in front of his teammate Joey Logano. You're riding with Joey. Down into turn 3, up the hill to the highest point of the course, 3A.
That high point you were talking about, Mike, when you come up over the top of 3 there, 3A, you can't see anything. You have to get over that hill before you can see down at the bottom of turn 4.
Kurt Busch has 1 second of a lead on A.J. Allmendinger, Matt.
Mike Allmendinger calling for a significant adjustment on their next stop. The car much worse this run, extremely free through the S's, but now he's saying that the back of the car is much worse on exit of every corner. They've lost all their rear grip right now, just trying to hang on.
Mike, a lot of times in a race like this, your car won't be very good, but it'll be better than everybody else's. And that's what you have to focus on. Drive your own car and work on your own car and don't worry about everybody else's.
I think most of these drivers, especially the ones that pitted on lap 23, they're going to go another 8 to 10 laps. But the window is open right now to hit pit road and make it on one more stop.
5th and 6th, Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Jr. had a run at Gordon going into turn 11 last time by. Wasn't enough room to complete the pass. But things getting a little tight there for 5th place. Here's a look at it.
Boy, see that right front tire locked up. You see both cars, 88 and the 24, both of them locking that right front up. That's hard on that tire. You can flat spot it, and first thing you know, you got a tire problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's just wearing the tire out in that particular area.
Jamie?
And Jeff Gordon, as you could see there, not as good this run as he was the first time around, saying he's really loose off everything now. So he wants some adjustments as we go, and the 15 is trying to work his way to the front, guys.
Had a little 3-wide action. Clint Boyer, Austin Dillon.
Well, you see Austin, he got a little loose there coming out of that corner.
Matt Kenseth was part of that. You're riding with Boyer through turn 10.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Not hell corner. Not again.
No, not that. That's funny.
That's Tony Stewart.
Look how close you get to that tire pack there on the inside. Normally, before this race over, somebody will knock those out of the way.
Tony Stewart in that 14, Boyer in the 15 just goes by him right there.
Larry, he had his hand out the window. Tony was motioning him by on the inside.
But that's the 2 drivers that pitted under that last caution. I think they're going to try to go probably close to lap 70 before they make their final stop.
That would be ideal. Lap 70. That gives you a little cushion in case you should have, possibly, and we have a few of those green-white checkers.
So Kyle Busch has now dropped 5 seconds off the lead and fallen into the clutches of Jeff Gordon here. You hear the part throttling through the S's. And Joey Logano has passed his teammate KESELOWSKI and now gets Jamie McMurray to move up to 13th.
Uh-oh. Got a left rear tire down on the 20 car, Matt Kenseth. Well, that'll be hard to drive all the way back to the pits.
If I'm one of those drivers like Jamie McMurray, I want to hit pit road right now just in case the caution comes out.
You got it, buddy, and I think it'll come out because I think that carcass is going to come off that
There
tire.
he is. He hit pit road.
Perfect.
McMurray does that as Kenseth comes through turn number 9, headed for 10. And it looks like Kenseth will make it to the pits. Now he's starting to chunk that tire, and it's pretty well gone.
He has no tire left. He's on the rim.
I don't know, Daryl. I don't see that it landed on the racetrack, so we may stay green here.
Well, the good thing about it, there's a lot of area it could roll, throw off into the dirt, and it wouldn't be out on the track.
So Jamie Mack gets his service.
Well, that looked like a fast stop. Woo.
But more than anything, that was heads up by his spotter, Lauren Ranier, that probably saw what was going on. The window was open for McMurray to come to pit road anyhow, so come just in case that caution is about to fly.
No caution with Kevin Harvick passing Dale Earnhardt Jr. for 6th. You're looking at Jeff Gordon now ahead of Harvick and Earnhardt. Chris?
Well, Matt Kenseth has all kinds of struggles in this last run since we got back to green. He said that car is just so loose, he can't hang on to it, and it was getting worse and worse each lap. You can see they're getting ready to pull out the fender on that left rear. He's also saying he's having some brake issues, a little bit of brake fade on that car, so no confidence in the brake pedal. You can see a long stop here trying to get that debris, that tire carcass off of the wheel there.
I'm not sure that carcass may not have torn the brake line off if he's having brake problems. That thing got wrapped up around that rear end housing. Could have done something to the brake on the left rear there.
45 laps complete. The top 6 drivers are all past NASCAR Sprint Cup Road Course winners, led by Kurt Busch as we go curb hopping in California. .47 laps complete. Kurt Busch leading Allmendinger by 1 second. Make a pit stop at Sprint and cut your bill in half. Just bring them your Verizon or AT&T wireless bill and your old phone. Kurt Busch, one of 3 drivers with 2 or more wins this season. He's led almost 700 laps this year. That's more than he has led in the past 3 seasons combined.
You know what, Mike? You take a guy like Kurt Busch, the driver of that 41 car, and you put him with a guy like Tony Gibson, old school crew chief, got a really sharp driver, technically knows the racetracks, breaks things down really well, and you give that information to Tony Gibson. That's why this car is so good.
While we were away, Kevin Harvick passed Kyle Busch for 4th. And Kyle now slipping behind Dale Earnhardt Jr. and falling to 6th. Jeff Gordon is 7th. Ryan Newman, Kyle Larson, and David Reagan are your top 10. Back when we last restarted, Kyle Busch was the leader. But as we've mentioned, he has tires that are 4 laps older than the 5 drivers ahead of him.
No, but I can tell you right now, the tires will take abuse because he's been abusing his tires.
Larry, how long does Kyle Busch need to stay out there?
Well, he pitted on lap 19, and Mike, it so much depends on the strategy that this group is working on right now. And you see the battle right here between Keselowski and Almirola and Matt Kenseth. But if they're trying to do it on one more stop,
pitting this time.
If they're trying to do it on one more stop, they can go beyond lap 60, which is another 12 laps. But that was the 18 radio right there, so I get a feeling they may be coming to pit road right now.
Yeah, Larry, I think he's a little bit worried about pace at this point, which I don't know if I would be or not. I think I'd be more worried about how far I could go on a tank of fuel. But here he comes in the pit. Hot and heavy. 18 car coming in hot.
But this definitely puts him where it makes one more stop. He's breaking these last 2 runs down at 30 laps apiece to try to take full advantage of the tires.
Kyle Busch and Ryan Newman on pit road, Matt.
When Kyle Busch started fading, Mike, from position to position, Adam Stevens told him, don't worry about it. We're sticking to our game plan. They're going to make a chassis adjustment. Needs more lateral grip. On this 18, comes a little bit deeper in the box than they probably would have liked. Right side tires already going on. Solid stop so far by Busch and the guys. Tom Lampe packing the fuel cell full of fuel. And the 2. Brad Keselowski is in as well. They have struggled much of the day. He was telling his team that he totally burned off any grip he had in the rear tires of the 2. So he needed some huge adjustments coming. They were going to make an air pressure change. You can see also they've got a wrench in the back window. They're going to make a chassis adjustment as well for Keselowski on the 2.
It's become a 3-horse race. Kurt Busch has 1 second, 1.1 on A.J. Allmendinger. And Jimmy Johnson is right there in the picture. There they all are at turn 11. And then as they accelerate out of 11 on the stopwatch, Allmendinger closing just a bit. Casey Kane trying to follow Kyle Larson past the 24 of Jeff Gordon.
The Hendrick boys just kind of keeping each other company, checking on each other.
Pit this time, pit this time, pit.
That is Jeff Gordon's radio.
And what they're going to do is the same thing essentially that Kyle Busch, Ryan Newman, and Brad Keselowski split this last run to the checkered flag in 2 segments, 30 laps apiece.
Reagan might have given Gordon a little bump there.
I think he said, hello, I'd like to come by, please. Thank you very much.
Turn 7.
I don't know if you can see the side of my car or not, but I'm not afraid to use it.
See the Thank You Fox Sports on the front of David Reagan's car. Thank you, David.
David's driving hard today. Very aggressive.
He said in the Wednesday press conference, he's not a natural road racer. He's learning every time he comes here.
Well, he's running 8th right now, and that's a good job for him in his car. Of course, he and Clint Bowyer both have had good cars all weekend long. Bowyer's won this race. Car makes a difference on a road course.
Jeff Gordon is in. Jamie is there.
23rd and final start at his hometown track of Sonoma. Jeff Gordon saying he's just extremely loose everywhere, all over the racetrack. There's a wedge adjustment there. They'll do it on both sides, the left and the right rear. A 4-tire stop, wipe the grill and fill them up with Sunoco fuel.
Jimmy Johnson closing on second place A.J. Allmendinger, our pole sitter. Johnson's gap to the leader now under 2 seconds. The 48 is coming.
Yeah, Allmendinger's fallen off the pace just a little bit lap time wise. Jimmy Johnson is running the quicker laps of he and Kurt Busch even. He's a little quicker than Busch right now. Johnson's looking to the inside here. I think he's going to make a pass. Got the nose in there. Got to let him go. That's clean. That's Allmendinger. You know, he said he's faster than I am. He got position on me. No need holding him up. No need racing him. We'll let him go.
And that's the sign of a veteran road racer, Darrell. If you're going to pass me, I'll let you pass me somewhere it doesn't upset my lap so much, like one of those slow corners.
Exactly. Just don't push me off in the dirt when you go by me, and I'll let you by.
David Reagan comes to pit lane. Vince?
The 55 of David Reagan, you've noted the contact he had with Martin Truex Jr. Maybe gave Jeff Gordon a little bump earlier. Aggressive driving, but the car has been solid throughout the course of the day today. A 4-tire change, as they always are here on the road course, and Reagan is off and away.
Should see our leader. First 2 cars to pit road, or 2 of the first 3 cars to pit road shortly. All of the first 8 cars were last on pit road at lap 23. 32 laps ago.
And what we're hearing is Kurt Busch, the 41, our leader, A.J. Allmendinger in the 47 possibly coming this time. A lot like Jeff Gordon and the others that's pitting right now, just trying to make these last 2 runs as short as possible and take advantage of those fresh tires.
41 on pit road. Here comes 47, and I think that's a 48. Is that? No, that's 47 right behind him.
Vince?
Kevin Harvick started 17th and has raced his way up into the top 5. He's pitting from the number 4 position right here. Has not complained about the car at all. When they took the tires off on that first pit stop, they looked good and look good again. 4-tire change, Matt.
The 2011 winner here at Sonoma, Kurt Busch, comes to a stop. This past run, the car was more free. The first run, it was tight. They're going to make a chassis adjustment. Also, slight air pressure change on the 41 of Busch. And the 47, A.J. Allmendinger, an opportunity race, knowing this could be just like it was at Watkins Glen, his ticket to get into the chase. He said the car much worse this run. Also, he was complaining about no fuel pressure right before he hit pit road. He said we've got to take a big swing or we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, the 4 car had something bad go wrong on his pit stop. I don't know if it fell off the jack or what, but he was in the pit a long time.
Now this will eventually lift Clint Boyer back up top, because he pitted at lap 30. Vince, what happened to Harvick's car?
That looked like the car fell off the jack, and when it did, they had some left rear damage on the tire, as the tire was right there underneath the wheel well. You see the movement there. They couldn't get the tire off the left rear, and then the jack went down, and they weren't ready for it yet because they didn't have the left rear on. So crew chief Rodney Childers just shook his head in disgust as Kevin Harvick pulled out of the box.
Yeah, Vince, when that thing fell down, I mean, you saw how many crew members it was taking to lift that car up just to be able to get the jack back under it. Meanwhile, these guys are out there at full speed under green.
I don't know what that jackman was thinking, Larry. It looked like he let the car down. I don't know if he thought they were putting the tire back on when actually they were just trying to get it off. Mistakes in the pits. This race goes by so fast. Those kind of things can really, really set you back. And that car had been really good, too.
Casey Mears, one of the 12 California drivers in the field. He's from Bakersfield.
This guy's leading the race. Jimmy Johnson.
And another Californian, Kyle Larson, should be in this time. He has climbed a second behind Johnson with the pit stops.
You got 2 guys from California. You got a guy from Missouri, and you got a guy there from 2 guys from Missouri and Kansas, and you got a guy there from New York, and a guy from Washington, and a guy from Indiana.
13th place battle now. Denny Hamlin, Danica Patrick. Hamlin had that issue on pit road, but it seems like he's run better since. Danica diving to the inside as they get to turn 7.
Yeah, Danica was another driver that was on pit road as well under that last caution when a lot of the leaders stayed out back at lap 30.
Yeah, sitting there in 13th spot right now, just keeping the car clean, keeping her nose clean, and doing a nice job.
Kyle Larson has pitted.
That's a solid race. That 48 car is solid. Watched him come through the field, and now he's leading this race. Solid race car.
This will move Carl Edwards up to 2nd and Boyer to 3rd, Matt.
Larson making his way to his pit box. Chris Heroy, as crew chief, thinks one reason it makes him so good on the road courses, his dirt background. Because you look at the guys who are stout, Gordon, Stewart, they've got a dirt background. Significant chassis adjustment for Larson. He was complaining the car was too free on the left-handers. He's away.
So now, of the front 5, Clint Boyer on pit road at lap 30, the others at lap 23, so they'll be coming shortly. Tony Stewart 6th was also pitting at lap 30, so he should move up. Jamie?
Carl Edwards driving a brand new race car this weekend. So far, it's been pretty good for him. He's saying it's holding on better, longer runs, more laps. He can keep up that speed. He's just a little tight in the slow corners. Now, they just said on the radio they're probably going to need to pit around laps 68 to 70. And remember, Carl Edwards is the defending winner of this race, trying to repeat.
Yeah, what I'm seeing with Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, Joey Logano, and Greg Biffle, 4 of the top 5, they all pitted on 23 like all these other drivers that just came to pit road. What they're trying to do is stretch it to around 67 or 68. That gets them to the end on only one more stop. And I think as Jimmy Johnson maintains this lead, it's a no-brainer not to do that.
There, you know what lap Carl Edwards pitted on last year on his 2-stop strategy?
Would it be lap 32 and lap 70?
Lap 70. Strategy worked last year, why won't work this year, right?
54 laps to go in Sonoma.
Time now for the just past halfway mid-race report here on Fox Sports 1, and Jimmie Johnson leading his 8th race of the season so far. Kurt Busch started on the front row. He has turned the fastest lap during the first half of this race. Martin Truex Jr. got knocked out lap 29 in a scrape with David Reagan. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Casey Kane have shown the ability to move up in the field, going from 20th or further to striking distance. Darrell Waltrip, who's the driver to beat?
Chris, I've watched that 48 car work his way through the field. That car is solid as a rock. I like it on old tires. I like it on new tires. He's got 6 straight top 10s here. Watch that 48 go to victory circle today. Again.
D-Dub, you've got to watch the 41. I love this guy. He had a fast car in practice on Friday. Everybody in the garage area raved about the speed of that car. He picks off position after position. What I love about road racing, though, there's so many differing strategies, but in the end, 41 winds up out front.
Michael Carl Edwards won this race last year by making only 2 trips to pit road. Looks like to me that's the same strategy he's on. His crew chief, Darren Grubb, he's quite the gambler. Carl may be the guy that breaks that streak of all these different winners over the last 10 years.
The times have fallen off on A.J. Allmendinger. The concern is A.J. says he doesn't have any speed, and the fuel pressure gauge is bouncing. Brian Burns from the company here, the 47 pit, trying to diagnose what the problem is. A.J. says, I think our day is done.
Clint Boyer won here in 2012 with a 2-pit stop strategy. He's in second right now. The game plan is the same. If he continues to have a flawless race, Michael Waltrip Racing will win their 3rd of the last 4 races here.
And Mike Jeff Gordon, who is racing at his home track for the last time in his career, has been as high as 3rd today, currently running 25th, though, trying to win this race from what would be a record 6th time. And recent history in Sonoma showing long green flag runs to the finish, so we'll see which driver can protect his tires to be there at the end. That's your just past midway race report here on Fox Sports 1. Let's rejoin the guys upstairs with Mike Joy.
Thank you, Chris. Only 2 drivers out of the race, both due to crashes. David Gilliland and Martin Truex. They are both okay. There are 8 drivers 1 lap down, but the top 33 cars are all on the lead lap here with 50 laps to go. A.J. Allmendinger is on pit road. Matt.
A.J. was trying to become the 4th different pole sitter to win here at Sonoma. He comes to a stop. One of the engine tuners from the Earnhardt Childress Racing Engines Company. He's under the hood. He's looking to see if maybe something has come disconnected or something is amiss, so they could make a slight change to not lose too much time and get back out.
Meanwhile, Jimmie Johnson's run just flawless. His fastest lap, a minute 16.4. And that ranks right up near the top of fastest laps today. Actually, his 7th best lap overall today.
When I've watched these guys win these races, the last 4 or 5 particularly, they run a flawless race. 48 is running a flawless race.
Chris Neville.
Well, Mike, and then Jimmie Johnson also got a little bit of luck on his side. They're running that Lowe's Pro Services paint scheme this weekend. This is the 5th time they've run it this year. All finishes have been in the top 10, and they won twice at Texas and Dover with that paint scheme on the car. Jimmie Johnson just laying down some great times on the racetrack. As many tires as laps as he has on those tires, he's really maintaining that gap between he and Kurt Busch.
Only 3 drivers on the track right now quicker that last lap than our race leader, and all of them have a lot of time to make up. The best of those, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in 8th, 38 seconds behind. Kurt Busch the inside of Carl Edwards. This is 3rd place.
Hard to make that pass right there, but Kurt was able to get position off of turn 4 there, get up underneath the 19 car and proceed on. Nice move. But Mike, I mentioned, and you saw Kurt just wave to Carl, thanking him for cutting him a little slack there. I mentioned a flawless race, and when I say that, I remember Kurt Busch. He won this race 3 or 4 years ago driving for Penske. Never put a wheel wrong all day. Clint Boyer, never put a wheel wrong all day. The guys that have won this race, Carl Edwards last year, never put a wheel wrong all day. Ran a flawless race. It's hard to do, but if you can do it, you'll end up in victory circle. Jimmie Johnson so far is on that pace.
And Johnson increasing his margin over Clint Boyer. Right now it's just under 28 seconds. Let's have a look back at 5th place as Johnson laps Landon Castle, Joey Logano's car, and Matt.
Logano told me on Friday that every driver wants to win on every type of layout in NASCAR. Now, he put a big check mark next to the Daytona 500, but you only get 2 opportunities each year to win on a road course. He put a lot of emphasis on coming here to Sonoma. Spent time in the Ford Racing Simulator, logging laps here at Sonoma. On Friday, he took crew chief Todd Gordon and his 2 engineers out in a pace car and went around to show them different parts of the racetrack that can be challenging, and what he is trying to explain to them when he's telling them on the radio during the race how significant adjustment he needs. Just trying to put as much as he can to get a road course win. Right now, running in the top 5.
7th place battle. Tony Stewart, Greg Biffle. Working each other pretty hard.
How about the Biff? Man, the Biff has struggled with his cars this year. They just haven't had the speed or the performance. And I know one thing for sure. That driver won't let you down. He's not leaving anything on the table. Nope. You give him a winning car, he'll win you a race.
He and Joey Logano right now the only Fords in the top 10. Logano 5th and Biffle 8th. Pole sitter A.J. Allmendinger will not win at his home racetrack today as he takes the 47 to the garage.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad.
You know, Darrell, you were talking about Greg Biffle in that 16 car. I think we underestimate his road course racing abilities because he has finished in the top 10 the last 3 times here at Sonoma. Now, looking at Jimmy Johnson in his 48 car, he's coming to complete lap 64. With a 28-second lead, I think what we'll do is we'll see him on pit road in the next 2 to 3 laps, and that'll be able to take him to the end.
Again, Larry, it's a flawless strategy. How they're operating, how they're working the race, broke it down in their pit stops. So far, it's working perfectly.
In turn 11, Casey Mears and Jeff Gordon both got past Denny Hamlin. Hamlin back to 22nd now. And here at 10th place, Kevin Harvick moving past Kyle Busch.
I think like week in, week out, that Kevin Harvick and the 4 car were one of the better race cars, but that pit stop where the car fell off the jack, that's going to be hard to overcome.
He is 42 seconds behind Jimmy Johnson. Right upon Greg Biffle's Ford at turn 10. Inside move at 11. You can't defend that, can you, Darrell?
No, sir. That's the safest, best place to make a pass. Right there. You get that nose under there. The guy, it's a wide corner, gives you plenty of room. You can get through there without any contact and proceed on.
But we see Kyle Busch as well going by Greg Biffle in that 16. Greg's on the same strategy as Jimmy Johnson. We should see Greg in the 16 on pit road in the next couple of laps.
I don't know. It seems like something maybe he's bugging that 16 car right now.
But he has home defense.
Just trying to drive the bugs away. Drive the bugs out of it. I don't know.
Here's when our leaders last pitted. These are the front 5 cars.
And I have to believe Clint Boyer, he will not go much further than what you see with Jimmy Johnson and with Carl Edwards and with Joey Logano. Yeah, Boyer, realistically, he could go to about lap 70, but once his window opens, you might as well come with those other guys because the biggest risk is if the caution comes.
Well, Larry, yeah, but the later you wait, I know you don't want to, get caught out by a caution, but the later you wait, well, here's 51 car Algar off the pace. Looks like he's not dead though. He's still moving. Got power.
Something tells me that he might be out of gas. He has not been to pit road since lap 21, so I think the 51 is out of fuel.
Here to 3 or more.
Yep.
Let it roll all it can.
That's a tough break for Allgaier. He was 16th.
But I think this may motivate Jimmy Johnson and those guys. I think the window's open that you might want to hit on pit road just in case he doesn't make it.
It is slightly downhill from where he is to pit road. He might be able to make it.
I think he will if he doesn't get run over. I tell you, he's right in the middle of the racetrack. Cars coming around this corner. You don't know he's there. Spotters are telling you.
Yep, so blue flags flying for Allgaier. And that means to the drivers there is something to be aware of just ahead. It's not a caution flag. It's a be alert flag.
And nobody hopes that Allgaier makes it to pit road more so than that man you watching him.
But he's going to make it to pit road, but he's not going to make it to the pits, and that's going to be the problem.
Whoa, Logano just shot between Allgaier and the wall and made it.
That was close, and I don't know if Allgaier is going to make it all the way to his pit box or not. That's going to be the problem. And just what you saw with Logano there, if he stopped on pit road, we're going to have a caution.
But I think that's why Todd Gordon went ahead and brought Joey Logano to pit road.
And if they don't, if we do have a caution, I think that's where Chad Canal's going to be kicking his butt because he didn't come to pit road.
Get around the 51. Get around. Get around. Get around. Yes.
What a move. Matt.
And Logano in, going to work on the 22. He was tight on both right and left-handers. Air pressure change for Joey. He's won here in a K&N car back in 2011. Service is complete.
Jimmy Johnson is in. There's Allgaier out of the way. There is a gate right where he is stopped where they could pull that car off of pit road.
Boy, I tell you, Chad Canals his heart rate had to go up as that 51 car was coasting.
That was a very long minute and 18 seconds, Chris.
Well, Larry, tense times down here in the 48. Jimmy Johnson, the start of that last lap, said the 48 car was stumbling that entire lap. So they were worried, was he going to be able to make it back around here? And Kurt Busch was able to lap 7 seconds off Jimmy Johnson's lead just in the last couple laps.
So Johnson exits pit road with his stop completed. Kurt Busch has assumed the lead. Now there's Justin Allgaier coasting to a halt. Here comes Johnson.
Wow. So
excuse me,
close.
that's Hornish. I'm sorry, Sam Hornish. And just to the left is a gate where they could remove Allgaier's car.
Left just enough room for these guys to squeeze through there.
More traffic. Wow. Jamie?
Everything has gone according to plan for the 19 of Carl Edwards. The car has gotten better as the day goes on. A 4-tire stop there. They filled them up with fuel, and they plan on that being their final stop.
That's the same. We already said that a couple of times. But that's the same strategy Carl used last year to win this race. Stopped on lap 31, I think it was, and on lap 70, and went on to win the race.
Pit stops have moved Kurt Busch back to the lead and Dale Earnhardt Jr. to second.
And that leaves Clint Boyer in that 15 car running third, and I have to believe Clint Boyer, his new crew chief Billy Scott, they're going to be on pit road here within the next couple of laps.
I tell you, that third place finisher last year by Junior, I think that really gave him a lot of confidence on these road courses. Run much better since then. And here's Boyer on pit road.
Following Justin Marks down pit road, we saw him come in the 34 on the last shot, so things cycle around. Here's Boyer. Jamie?
Been a great week for Clint Boyer, who went home to Emporia, Kansas, raised $350,000 for youth in his community, and right now his car has been good. No adjustments planned here, just put 4 sticker tires on, wipe the grill. He wants to get his second win here at Sonoma.
That stop moves Casey Kane up to third, Jimmy Johnson to fourth, Kevin Harvick to fifth, and Justin Allgaier's got going again as Kurt Busch leads in Sonoma with 42 to go. 40 laps to go in Sonoma, California. Here's your Centrum race summary of laps led today. Kurt Busch 39, Jimmy Johnson 14, Kyle Busch 12, Clint Bowyer, and A.J. Allmendinger, whose car is in the garage replacing a fuel cell for no fuel pressure, has also led a lap today. Let's get a nationwide Dale Earnhardt Jr. performance update from Vince.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. not known as an outstanding road course racer, but as DW mentioned a moment ago, after they finished third last year here, they gained some added confidence, and they came into this race wanting to take another step forward. Crew Chief Greg Ives said, "I believe we can win this race, and we'll do whatever it takes to get there. We've already won this season. We know we're going to be in the chase. We're going to be aggressive and be on the offensive." And Dale Earnhardt Jr. has been spot on today, currently running second.
Yeah, Vince, right now, you got Hendrick-powered cars in the first 4 spots with the Kurt Busch leading and Earnhardt Jr. and Casey Kane, Jimmy Johnson all running 1, 2, 3, 4, actually 5 with Kevin Harvick.
Tony Stewart has made his second and hopefully final pit stop of the day. And here's Matt Kenseth's crew at the ready as he comes in for service and slides into the stop.
No brake problems there. They're all 4 locked up. I think Matt's one guy that when he says he doesn't like road courses, he ain't kidding.
Jimmy Johnson currently 4th, 11 seconds back of the lead. Let's hear what Jimmy and Chad Knaus are thinking.
You do what you did last time, and we're going to be okay. We're actually more concerned right now about saving the tires. We get this caution, we're going to be the leader. We want to be able to stay ahead of these guys with the tires that we have for the rest of the race. You follow me? Fall, we get it. If they don't, we come in, we get a little bit of gas, and we finish in the top 10 no matter what. Simple? Yeah, thank you. Just needed the info, is all. Yeah, I'm kind of making it up as we go. You're doing a great job.
Great crew. That's a great crew chief like there. I'll make it up as I go. Right, Andy? Right, Larry?
But here's why they can do that. We know every run running inside the top 12 has to make one more stop. Clint Bowyer is 32 seconds behind Jimmy Johnson in that 48. He can save a ton right here.
Chris Neville?
Well, and that's what he's going to need to do. Chad Knaus also told him, I need you to save a little bit of fuel on 2 laps out there. We should be good after that. And looking at the left rear that came off the car, we saw that chunk tire early in the race. Well, the left rear looks good.
Here's trouble, J.J. Yaley.
Man, that car is...
And that's turn 10.
That would be us.
Exiting turn 10. Caution is out.
Heavy contact to the left side of that car. I saw the dust fly over there on turn 10.
And you heard JJ say that would be us as the spotter says somebody's crashed in turn 10.
Just gets off right here, and man, this thing comes around and bam! Man, that's a hard lick on that driver's side.
Matt?
Sticking with their game plan. Great pace by Kyle Larson in the 42. No chassis adjustments. Meanwhile, also on pit road, the 18 of Kyle Busch. No changes for Busch as well.
But that was heads up by their teams because the window was open to make it to the end. They were able to get on pit road before pit road was closed, so they're going to be in front of everybody else that still has to make that stop.
Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch, David Reagan, all employing that strategy, and Yaley's going to be able to drive most of that car away.
That's not the caution that Jimmy Johnson and Chad Knaus wanted to see because all of our other leaders, Kurt Busch, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Casey Kane, Harvick, just to name a few, they can come on to pit road. This caution, get their 4 tires, fill it up with fuel, and make it to the end, and they're going to have fresher tires than Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, I'd be a little bit worried, I think, except I watched that 48 car, and it was awesome on used tires. I mean, that was the one car that never that stayed real consistent on used tires. And what's he going to have? 3-4 laps on his versus the other guys?
Yeah, the caution came out at lap 73, and he pitted on 67, so he'll have about 5 to 6 laps.
Michael McDowell will get the free pass on this, the 3rd caution of the day. Make a pit stop at Sprint, cut your bill in half. Just bring them your Verizon or AT&T wireless bill and turn in your old phone at a Sprint retail store or at sprint.com/half price. By a wide margin of 43-14 over Jimmy Johnson, Kurt Busch has led the most laps so far today with 36 to go.
Darrell, that's the reason right there when you're on this strategy, especially late in the race, knowing that's when the intensity picks up. When that window opens, I saw it with Ryan Newman and Todd Parrott 2 laps before that caution. You better get on pit road and be done with that final stop.
You're right, because it's getting ready to bite the 41 car.
A.J. Allmendinger has returned to the race after replacing fuel system components back in the garage area. Our pole sitter.
Yeah, you heard him say he was having fluctuation of the fuel pressure, so they had something they could fix.
He is 12 laps down.
He's just waiting here to blend in, I think.
Yep. Track sweepers are headed for turn number 10, where J.J. Yaley went off at the exit. And we'll do a little nationwide inside ride with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
We're second in our sector. We're going to have to come down, pit 4 tires on fuel. We're in our window to make it the rest of the way. You're actually really fast, so that's why. Yeah, I saw us catching at 41. I'm surprised. I didn't know we were that good.
Pit road's open. That's your nationwide inside ride. Crew Chief Greg Ives. And Kurt Busch will lead them onto pit road, Vince.
Kevin Harvick in the 4 is going to hit the pit box. It's the very first pit box, and Harvick will get 4 tires. That last pit stop was a mess on the left rear and with the jack man, but this one has gone much smoother. He's raced his way back into the top 5. Matt?
Before the caution came out, Tony Gibson's strategy was trying to maintain their gap from first to second until lap 75 to 80, and then they were going to make their green flag stop. Now no changes on the 41. A little slow coming around on the front. Luck's going on. They're catching up, and he's away. Jamie?
Jeff Gordon may have just gotten way off. He said, we were decent early. Now, this is an extra long pit stop, but it's planned. They're pulling the spring rubbers completely out. He wants to be set up just like Jimmy Johnson and Dale Earnhardt Jr. The car has been extremely loose. Alan Gustafson telling his driver, hang in there. You're going to be just like your teammates. We're going to be faster. It's going to be a long stop, and we're going to have some making up to do. But hang in. It's not over yet.
He may be a lot like his teammtes, but he's going to be a lot deeper in the field on this restart.
Yeah, this is disastrous.
Casey Kane wins the the Advanced Auto Parts race off pit road. hopping, foot stomping, racing around Sonoma. Here, let's revise the Advance Auto Parts race off pit road. Dale Earnhardt Jr. by a splitter ahead of Casey Kane. That could prove pitiful in these last few races. Followed by Kurt Busch and Kevin Harvick. Now, each week, look for the Race Day Advance Auto Parts Driver Spotlight. Today, Race Day caught up with Dale Jr., driver the number 88. And fans, Race Day continues. You can catch it next Sunday evening, 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox Sports 2.
Yeah, these guys are like Napoleon Dynamite. They're getting some sweet air.
Biggest crowd at Sonoma Raceway in more than a decade. A lot of them from Northern California coming to see Jeff Gordon's last ride at Sonoma.
Yeah, Mike, you mentioned race day. This may be our last Sprint Cup Series race as well as our last Xfinity Series race at Chicago on Fox and Fox Sports 1. But all the way through Homestead, it's Race Hub every day, it's Race Day, it's Victory Lane, and the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series all the way through Homestead in November.
We'll look forward to it. Kyle Larson in 4th place. Pretty good spot.
Right now, that's our advantage. We're good on gas. The tires, will they go a fuel run? Yeah, barely. We'll take care of them if we get gapped out. Okay, how they look there? They look good. Nothing's wrong. It's just they're wearing, you know, so we just need to take care of them. But this is when the cautions start, so.
Larry, you agree this is when the cautions start? 34 laps to go?
Oh, yeah. Well, Mike, again, going to my trends that I look at every week, the last caution flag is on the average of lap 97 with 13 to go. That's in the last 10 races, but also in those last 10 races, 3 times overtime, green, white, checkered. Yeah, in about 10 laps, they start losing their mind,
well,
trust me.
Up to this point, this is when you let people in. You cut them some slack. If they get a position on you, you let them have it. From here on out, you don't give up anything. If somebody's alongside of you, you're going to race the side right out of your car trying to get ahead of them.
A couple of drivers deep in the field. Denny Hamlin back at 28th. Jeff Gordon handling issues back at 26th place. Trying to rebound. They've tried to remedy that on the pit stop here. Join NASCAR as we salute veterans and active military members. Use the hashtag NASCAR salutes or visit NASCAR.com/salute.
I don't know how that Jeff Gordon thing will work out. The changes they made, the car got him back in 20-something spot here, 26. You got the best road racer in the sport. Should have had the best car. Should have had a good car today because Jeff knows this track. Gustin knows this track. Having to come in this late in the race and make those kind of changes, I'm not sure he can overcome that.
Well, I will say this. I can't say enough about the call that Kyle Larson's crew, Kyle Busch, and David Reagan's crew, by getting him on the pit road, those 3 drivers before that caution came. We talked about Jimmy Johnson leading this race. The closest driver back to him, from him, that has fresh tires, his teammate Dale Earnhardt Jr., who pitted back in 13th. Top 12 drivers stayed out.
Yeah, a lot of drivers have not been to pit road since, the late 60s, including Jimmy Johnson.
Okay, so where we're at right now is we're 1 lap shy with this additional caution here. So we're in good shape, but 1 lap. Obviously, that doesn't give us anything for a green, white checker, but, let's swing hard.
So that puts him in the same boat as Clint Boyer, Joey Logano, Carl Edwards, and Tony Stewart.
If I had 4 wins already this year, I'd think, I'll gamble a little bit on that 1 lap, boss. I'll save you a little fuel, because I'm going to tell you something. That car right now, a 48 car, that's the car to beat. The only way he's going to lose this race is if they beat themselves on fuel. I think they've got that in the bag.
All right, lights are out on the Toyota Mirai hydrogen-fueled pace car.
This may be a good restart to watch closely up at turn 2.
You think? Calamity Corner, it's been all weekend. Jeff Gordon's team throwing equipment he has to drop to the rear for this restart.
This is spring rubber. He said, I had one in the car, I don't need it.
Green flag. Boyer, Johnson, Larson, Logano.
It's got to be real careful right here. Don't make any contact. Boy, he's racing him hard. Boyer's hanging tough.
Down into 3. And up to 3A. Michael.
Daryl, you talked about needing to have a perfect race. The first 3 cars, Johnson, Boyer, and Logano, they're gambling right now. If there's a green-white checkered at the end of this thing, they will not be in victory lane. They're that close on fuel, as you heard Chad Canal say it. So being perfect is going to include this race ending in its scheduled distance.
Well, yeah, but Michael, it's just like Larry said, and we know there will be another caution. I mean, Larry nailed it. These drivers, a lot of them lose their mind at the end of the
Whoa!
year. Like right
Reagan
there.
and Edwards, there they go, into the wall, hard. You were saying?
Yes. I said there will be another caution. Some of them will lose their mind, and in the process, they're probably going to lose their car.
But these cautions right here, that's what Johnson and those guys need. They'll be able to save plenty of fuel.
They were banking on this, Larry. I mean, they're smart. Like, look, you study trends, they study trends. Oh my gosh!
Pull it over.
That's look like maybe busted oil cooler, got some oil coming out on the headers. Wow.
Daryl, that was just way more than push comes to shove.
Yeah, no, it's just crazy.
Here's a look at what brings out the 4th caution of the day. You'll see Carl Edwards way on the outside, but by himself. Now he's got to fight for some room.
This is the same place that the 78 and the 55 had trouble. This time, though, the 19 of Carl Edwards bounced over those curbs and bounced into David Reagan.
That was a battle for 7th, or battle for 6th, actually.
And because of the odd impact and odd angle, they catch the Jersey barriers before the tire pack right there. Jamie.
Carl Edwards said, I'm fine, guys. I'm just trying to start it. You saw he did fire it up. Crew Chief Darian Grubb said, well, if you stay in there, try to bring it back to the garage, and we will take a look at it. But as you see, Carl Edwards now, it looks like he has climbed from his race car. And there is David Reagan, who just climbed out as well.
Reagan's had a very eventful day, and in that same spot.
Yep.
One of those places where you hate to give up position, particularly late in a race, but sometimes you got to yield.
Back at lap 29, it was David Reagan and Martin Truex, whose car just returned to the racetrack a couple of laps ago.
Yeah, you see them right here, and they're coming around out of turn 7, and right there, the 78 pushed the 55 off the track a little bit. And the 19 was almost involved in this in the same spot. You saw him go airborne right there, but he waited it out and was able to clear the wreck.
And just now, when Edwards comes across the dirt and gets back on track, the car takes a big bounce into Reagan.
Yep. I think what it did, it hit Reagan right in the right front tire, and it just caused the car to turn dead right into Carl. And that, of course, there's an oil cooler and the radiator and everything up there in the nose. And I'm thinking that when he cranked the thing up and tried to drive it back to the garage, he got a little oil on the headers and she caught on fire. As soon as he cuts the motor off, most likely the fire would go out.
So we've got some fluid to clean up from David Reagan's car, in addition to the Jersey blocks, Jersey barriers that you're familiar with from highway construction across the country. And we're under caution with 31 laps to go.
Again.
win, not be friends, you know? We're here for a win, not a position. Car just falls off at the rear. 78, you had to turn him. I mean, you blocked him. He's in the tires hard. Fastest that 88 is. I mean, he tore to hell already. Looks a whole lot better than that 20 out there.
30 laps to go in Sonoma. Carl Edwards' car on the hook after contact from David Reagan. Here's your Toyota race summary after 80 laps. Jimmy Johnson, the first of 27 cars on the lead lap. 5 drivers have led laps. Kurt Busch the most. 8 lead changes. We're under the 4th caution. 14 laps of yellow so far. Vince Welch has caught up with Carl.
He was the winner here a year ago, but done early today. Carl, what was your perspective?
I don't know. I hate it for Toyota, TRD, everybody put so much effort into this. Fortunately, we've got a lot of Stanley tools over there to work on this thing, but David and I were just close racing, trying to get through those S's, and it looks like the touch, looks like my left rear hit his right rear. I wondered why it pitched the car hard. I thought worst case we were just going to bump doors, so that's probably my fault there. Excavated a little concrete. Stanley doesn't usually do concrete movement things, but I guess today they did. So frustrating. I love this place. I wish I was still out there racing. It's my favorite track.
Mike.
Thank you, Vince. Well, we thought Martin Truex's car was terminally damaged, but he is back out there. And you see the impact area right here of those highway barriers being forklifted back into position. The tire pack's not extending up to that area right now. Now, on that last restart, just before we went back to green, Jeff Gordon was penalized and sent to the rear of the field. Gordon started 5th, had high hopes for today, but let's see what happened to cause the penalty.
See the crew member here, this guy right here, he throws, what does that appear like, Andy? Can you tell?
Yeah, guys, that's I mean, it's a technicality. It's a rule that you cannot throw equipment across the wall, and I know that was a spring rubber, but it's sometimes hard to distinguish what's a spring rubber and maybe a benign object or something that's heavy. They have this rule in place, and that was definitely against the rule. And the crew member obviously didn't think that either, but we see sometimes a debris caution comes out for a spring rubber because you can't tell what it is. That's why this rule is in place.
Now, Gordon would have restarted 26th, but instead he had to restart 28th, but with the penalty also restart at the tail end of the longest line behind the cars that were 1 lap down, and there's about 8 of those. But there's still 29 laps to go here in Sonoma.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, proudly supporting our military for 100 years. Show your support for our troops at Goodyear.com. Goodyear, official tire of NASCAR. Let's check in with Vince Welch, who is with David Reagan just out of the Care Center. Vince?
David Reagan and Carl Edwards got together. We heard from Carl, and he shouldered much of the blame. What was your perspective of the contact?
You know, in these restarts, that's where you really can gain or lose a lot. And if you give an inch, a lot of guys take a mile. And I really knew that we were both putting ourselves in a bad situation right there watching the replay. And it's tight through there. But if I give a little bit to Carl, 3 or 4 guys are going to get around me. We had a great Aaron's Dream machine. I can't say enough about everybody at Michael Waltrip Racing and Toyota for working hard to really bring some very fast Camrys out here. And felt like we had a chance to win this thing today. And just proud of Brian, Patty, and everybody on Aaron's Dream machine for giving me a chance to run well here. But you got to be aggressive on these restarts, and I felt like I was in a good spot there. We were 50-50 and just racing for a spot, and it's just one of those things. But I don't regret what I did. If I had to do it all over again, I would do it again. A lot of times I'm a little too conservative, and I give these guys too much, and they'll take everything plus some. So I'm glad I held my own, and we had a good car today, but it just wasn't meant to be.
That was the incident with Carl. Earlier you got together with the 78. What happened there?
Well, I didn't get together with a 78. The 78 ran me off the racetrack, just body slammed me, and I was just trying to get back on the racetrack. That's a great instance where the 78 just absolutely did me wrong, and I'm trying to get back on the racetrack, and that's unfortunate for him. It's never good to see anybody tear up the race car, but Martin would probably not do that again if he had the opportunity to.
Thanks, David.
Candid comments and an interest. This track will bring out the mean in you at this point with just 6 spots for the Chase Open and 10 filled. A quick recap. We have 27 laps to go, 110 total here early on. The first caution, you'll see those tires in play. David Gilliland getting involved there. And then moments ago, in fact, Martin Truex Jr., who is now back out on the track. This is what David Reagan was referring to, and Truex indicating that maybe Reagan has one coming to him. Both drivers okay, but you can see that Truex very, very upset. Kevin Harvick went from 4th to 26th. It's number 1 here, but he has had multiple wins this season. And Allgaier here running out of gas. And look at the move by Joey Logano.
Logano's in 3rd place because of that move right there. He got on pit road and took advantage of that situation.
And then moments ago, Carl Edwards and Reagan both describing exactly what happened. You give an inch, you take a mile. You don't have an inch or a mile with the laps running out, and after this just 10 races until the chase. We have had 5 leaders, 8 different lead changes, and Jimmy Johnson, your leader, already 4 wins this year. Should he get his 5th, it would be the most ever by the 16 race mark of the season. Let's head back upstairs to Darrell Waltrip, Larry McReynolds, and Mike Joy.
Thanks, Chris. Lights are out on the Toyota Mirai pace car. We've had 2 multi-car pileups. We've had 2 single-car crashes. Are we done?
No,
no, not even remotely.
I mean, we're just now getting into the we're getting into the crash fest part of the race, because you're going to see more of what we just saw with Carl Edwards and the 55 cars. Let's see what the 88 has to say.
Dang, it's been a good one. It's been pretty fun. Appreciate the race car, no matter where we end up here. Gonna run hard, but it's been a good car, man. I believe we can race up through there. I'm just saying, we're proud of your race cars. Pretty awesome.
All right, folks, refill the popcorn bowl, pull up a good chair, because this is about to get really interesting.
Yeah, you might want to snug those belts up a little bit too, Larry.
I would say reach up there and pull them real tight.
One more time.
Johnson, Boyer, Logano, Busch, Larson, Stewart. Here we go. We're back under green.
Pretty nice hole shot there by the 48 car. Got a nice jump on Clint Boyer in 15, but here's Logano looking for some room on the inside. Not going to be able to get there. Looks like maybe the 18 is going to take that spot away from Joey Logano. Whoops, fights back over turn 3A there.
Every time you get the advantage going one direction, you lose it in the next corner.
That's right. Well, the 18 prevailed. He was able to hold that spot.
6th place side by side. Larson to the inside. A lot of crowding going on right there as they come down into turn 7. Biffle on the outside.
Look at that. Oh, my gosh. Did you see that 42 car Larson? I thought he was going to turn over.
But how about Tony Stewart in that white 14 car there behind Joey Logano? I think for the first time he can see the leader in front, and he's motivated right now.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good car all day long, and he's been hanging around the front here. Nice run by this bunch.
3 of the top 5 right now have yet to win this season. Trying to punch their ticket into the chase for the Sprint Cup. Kyle looked low, looked high, tight line through turn 11.
Guys, watch that 41 car of Kurt Busch. He's led twice as many laps as anyone today. He's really fast, but he's stuck back in the 12th spot trying to fight his way into contention. His tires are a little bit fresher, but that's an awful lot of track position to make up, Darrell.
Yeah, Mike, you put that 48 car out front. I don't care if he's got 4 or 5 extra laps on his tire and some of these other guys, and the way that car's been all day, I just don't know if for anybody. Boyer, maybe. Boyer's had a good car too, and so has Kyle Busch, but that 48's been mighty supreme today.
Mike, you spoke about the drivers that's not one in the top 5. How about Clint Boyer? 92 races since he visited Victory Lane.
Well, what about Kyle Busch with his injured leg and ankle? And here he is driving a pretty darn good race today, and we know how bad he wants to win. He's got to have a win.
And the third one of those is Tony Stewart in the top 5. When was the last time we saw Tony Stewart right up within sight of the lead this late in the race?
There's a lot on the line here for everybody but Jimmy Johnson, who has 4 wins. I mean, he wants to win another one. Obviously, you always want to win every time you go on the racetrack, but there's some guys behind him that are desperate.
Yeah, he and Joey Logano have nothing to lose. They have wins.
Well,
they're up in the points.
Yeah,
they're in the chase.
There's Boyer, there's Kyle Busch, there's Tony Stewart, Kyle Larson, back to Newman 8th, Biffle. I mean, there's a bunch of guys in the top 10 that would give anything right now for a win.
I don't think give is part of the equation going forward here.
No, it's maybe won't do anything to take a win. How's that?
There you go.
Well, think about it. How many winners have we had here in the last 10 races?
10
winners.
10.
10 different winners. Turn 7. That was Kurt Busch making the pass on Biffle. So Kurt moves up to 9th. And that red and black car.
That 41 car is good, but there's no substitute for track position. You're going to wear out your stuff trying to get back to the front.
And Mike, you asked me at the top of the show about strategy, and we still 24 laps is eternity in a road course. But right now, the difference could be the drivers that hit pit road before that caution flew. That could be the difference in winning and losing this race.
And they were Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson, I believe.
But I think all of these drivers that came to pit road, even the ones prior to that, that could be the difference.
Hey, Larry, it was just pointed out to me, and of course, the race ain't over with yet. Things have been pretty calm in turn 11 today, up to this point.
Just wait.
Just
wait.
Okay.
Keep a camera locked down on it.
I'm with you, brother.
23 laps to go, and you're starting stuff.
It's a good place to pass. It's a good place to wreck.
Yeah, what did Brian Vickers put Tony Stewart up on the tire barrels?
Oh, yeah.
One year?
Yeah. Tony said we're going to need more than a wrecker.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle Busch just took advantage of Clint Boyer in turn 7, and he moves into the 2nd spot with that 18 car.
Now, that 18 car, one of the things, remember earlier when he was leading, and I was saying how much he was abusing his tire. You see him, he slides the car around a lot, but the car seems to be able to take it, and I know he's one of the best drivers out there when it comes to sliding the car around.
And Darrell, as good a car as he has, I would say the discomfort that he was feeling earlier, it's the furthest thing from his mind.
Just a little casual dust up there coming out of turn number 10. Not enough asphalt. He's got 2 tires on the road. What's the problem? What's to get excited about? Well, you think at all the speed that he's had. Right there behind Ryan Newman after leading 43 laps today. That's the race high. Jimmy Johnson has led 28.
I'll tell you the other thing about the 48 car. I know he's got a great race car, and I know Jimmy Johnson's so smart. He's probably not driving at 100% right now. He's probably saving a little bit. Whoa, Junebug.
Inside Kyle Larson.
Excuse me.
And Dale Jr. takes over 6th.
I'm in a bit of a hurry. I don't know if you know that or not. I'm become a supreme road racer.
fastest rush hour in California, right down here through the S's. All those lead lap cars now. LARSON underneath Newman, Kurt Busch to follow 7th and 8th. Newman kicked back to 9th. Chris?
Mike, since we've been back to green, Jimmy Johnson just came over the radio and said, I feel like I've lost a little bit of the rear grip I had throughout this race. A car just a little bit loose off the high speed and the low speed sections of the racetrack. Chad Knaus' crew chief says, Jimmy, all we got to do is focus on taking care of those tires.
And Darrell, at a road course, we always talk about the aerodynamics not being important, clean air, all the things we talk about week in and week out. But you have to believe being out front, there's no distractions out there in front of Jimmy.
On a road course, you have so much on your so many things you have to do. You have to hit your marks, you got to hit your shifts, can't over rev the engine, can't miss a gear, can't overdrive corners. So many things you can't do. You don't want somebody around you distracting you from doing your job. So yeah, being out front, nobody around you, you can really run some good laps.
Boy, that was close for Kyle Larson. Well, another thing you can't do is put 2 wheels off coming out of turn 7A to turn 8, because that's what happened and got Carl Edwards and David Reagan into the wall. That was close.
You get dive bombed when you're not expecting it.
Dale Jr. keeps working over Tony Stewart, but has not been able to get by him, Jamie.
It has been a good day for Tony Stewart. They were mired back in 13th and 26th on Friday in practice. They weren't sure what they would have. Well, today has been a different story. They've been adjusting on it with the track bar, but Tony has been running in the top 10 and now top 5. Remember, he hasn't had a top 5 all year long. What a great finish this would be for Tony Stewart, who, guys, by the way, yesterday took his entire team to Six Flags, won a huge stuffed animal. He was a winner there, has had a spring in his step the last 2 weeks, and it's showing on the racetrack today.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Dale Jr. ain't going to rough him up to get by him. I can guarantee you that, because Smoke don't go for that.
But I just believe he and Chad Johnston, they had a plan today, and that was to do this race on 2 stops, and that's exactly what they've stuck to. They hadn't panicked even earlier in the race when he was getting passed by fresher tires.
Yep, it's working out for him right now.
Kurt Busch trying to move up, but Matt, does he need a caution flag to get up to the front? He's climbed to 7th. How far can he go?
The 2011 winner is all quiet on the radio, elbows up, just pacing himself. Plenty of time left, Tony Gibson tells me, for Kurt to get back to the point. And you know, thinking outside the box, week in, week out, these guys spend so much time and money trying to get more speed and get more weight out of their race cars. Normally they run a carbon fiber shifter, but Kurt said knowing that he averages 17 shifts a lap here, he wanted the durability, went back to the old aluminum shifter, trying to eke out another win here at Sonoma.
Danica Patrick has been all over Casey Mears, trying to battle for that 15th spot. Vince?
And Danica's actually lost a couple of spots recently, Mike. She was up closer to the top 10, but remember, she has not pitted since lap 69. So she's one of those cars that's out there right now on some tires that she would certainly like some fresh rubber on. But they're hoping that this is going to be able to allow her to get to the end, that we've had enough yellow flags. They're gambling, rolling the dice for that finish there on this last stop. 2 stops for Danica is the plan.
Boy, Kurt Busch keeps picking him off. He just got Dale Jr. for 6th.
He is on a mission.
6.5 seconds off the lead.
I think about the job he did here a few years ago in James Finch's car. Almost won this race in that car for James Finch. Had some trouble with the rear end at the end of the day. Still finished 3rd. But Kurt Busch won the race here for Penske. Good little road racer.
Let's do a little dancing with the cars. Joey Logano. That little T-bar above his foot. Folks have asked about that on social media. That's so that if the throttle sticks wide open, something that rarely happens anymore with EFI,
right,
he can lift his foot and pull that throttle back. That's what that T-bar is for.
First time I saw that, I tried to use the T-bar for the throttle. I said, this is the weirdest throttle I ever saw.
We want to thank Joey Logano and Jeff Gordon for agreeing for Fox to put those foot cams in their cars here this weekend.
Jeff's is a little bigger, but obviously he needed a place to put the decals.
I'm telling you, I don't think I ever saw that before. But look how big his brake pedal is. I mean, that's a pretty big brake pedal, and you do that here. So if you elect to heel and toe or use your left foot for braking and all, you can. But these transmissions now are so good, you use the clutch very little.
See Kurt Busch in that 41 working on Tony Stewart in that 14, trying to get to the top 5.
Whoa, man.
Company's coming.
Got a little congested right there.
Dale Jr., Ryan Newman get right up against them.
Tony got a little loose off turn 11 there. I don't know if that's enough for Kurt Busch in the 41 to make a run on him or not, but he's all over him right now.
Well, Stewart's tires are 6 laps older than those on Kurt Busch and Dale Jr.'s cars.
One thing they both know, Tony and Kurt ain't got a lot of time to mess around here.
Now, because next time by will be 16 to go, and to Mike's point right now, Kurt is almost 7 seconds behind leader Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, he's lost half a second, Larry, in the last 3 or 4 laps. Second place, Boyer inside Busch. 2 seconds back of the lead, Clint Boyer.
Good man, dude. Let's set sail now.
It's kind of what I've seen with that 18 car, Mike. He's driving so aggressively, and rightfully so. I'm not faulting him for that, but it's hard on those tires.
And you see Kurt Busch past his boss, Tony Stewart. Half owner with Gene Haas of Stewart Haas Racing. And they're second, third. Boyer, he is scooting away from Kyle Busch.
Yeah, we got a really tight battle here between those first 10 cars, really, from Kevin Harvick forward. Kevin Harvick, Casey Kane, Newman, Earnhardt, Stewart, Kyle.
Earnhardt just about gave Tony the bumper there.
He won't.
See Kevin Harvick in that 4. He's had to make that recovery from that pit stop earlier. He's just inside the top 10 now. You're riding with him here, headed up the hill towards turn 2.
Tony's one of those guys, Mike. You hit me once, I'll probably hit you twice.
Harvick 9 seconds back of the leader, who is the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. He is up 2.3 on Clint Boyer, 3.5 on Kyle Busch, 6 on Joey Logano and Kurt Busch.
Mike, I don't know, probably most of these fans have no idea where Riverside is or when we raced there, but turn 4 and turn 7 over there and coming into the S's is so reminiscent of the old Riverside track. Whoa.
Well, Dale Jr. had Stewart passed, and Tony said, not in the S's you don't.
No. Tony's not going to give up that spot real easy. I'm thinking that Dale Jr. is going to have to get a little more aggressive if he wants to get around him.
Yeah, Riverside was NASCAR's first full-time road course, twice a year on the schedule.
Yep.
Through the 1980s, Dan Gurney was NASCAR's first road course expert. Won the Motor Trend 500 there 5 times.
We started the year there and ended the year there for a long time.
What I saw right there from that aerial view, Darrell, is Dale Earnhardt Jr., who you're riding with. He really charges turn 11, trying to just get just under Tony Stewart, but Tony really beats him off the corner.
Yeah, I think what Junior's trying to do is show him his nose and thinking he might let him in, give him some room, but Smoke's having a pretty good run right here. He's not going to give up anything.
Yeah, Junior got completely side by side at turn 7, but coming out of there, Stewart had the line and held the spot.
Got a pretty good race car to, considering the tires and where everything is. He's hanging in there pretty tough.
Biggest thing with the line of cars behind, and there goes Kurt Busch going by Joey Logano. That's another one that moves him up to 4th place with 15 to go.
He's coming. It reminds me of last year of Jeff Gordon, and you see here Dale Jr. and Tony Stewart fighting it out.
Can't get by. Same song, second verse, same place, turn 7.
Yep. You can get up along beside a guy. We saw it with Carl Edwards. We saw it with the 78 and the 55. But, man, it's getting a clean pass there is treacherous.
Here's a different angle on it, and you'll see what Stewart does to defend.
See, that's where Martin Truex kind of shoved the 55 off the track, and that's where that fiasco started. 78 shoved him off the track right there, and then Reagan didn't, like he said, I was trying to get back on the track, and we made contact.
Since the last restart, clearly Kurt Busch the biggest mover, up 8 spots. Kevin Harvick up 5. Jeff Gordon, Denny Hamlin, Jamie McMurray.
Yeah, I think Harvick's done a really nice job. He's running 9th, but you think about the trouble they had in the pit early with the car falling off the jack. They've been able to rally back here pretty good, sitting in the top 10.
Jeff Gordon riding with him in the 24 car. He's made his way back into the top 20, but 20 seconds behind his teammate Jimmy Johnson in that 48.
Yeah, back at 19th. Here comes Harvick. He's going to pick another one off here. The 31 of Newman getting by him in turn 7.
Up ahead, Dale Jr. had another look at Tony Stewart. Nothing doing.
7 and 11. That's the 2 safest places to make a pass if you can get position.
Part throttling down through the S's to turn 10 right there.
Whoa, 41.
Busch.
He saved it. He saved it, but
a little
man,
agricultural racing, and he chops Joey Logano right there at turn 11.
He's got to have debris on his tires, but man, he saved the car and kept on going.
That's not the first time he's been out there.
I know, but man, to get off there and not wreck, that's pretty amazing.
You want him to pave the outside of turn 10, look at this and say, why bother?
Yeah, look at this. I mean, that is huge. We've seen almost every car get off right there and hit the wall. We saw it with the J.J. Yaley. We saw it with the 95 of McDowell. We've just seen a lot of guys have trouble there. Larry, did he look how much debris he's got on his grill, though? I'm a little bit worried about that now. That could be a heating problem.
Yeah, it's covered not only the radiator opening, but you can see on each side it has covered the brake cooling opening. So.
I don't know if that thing can last 13 laps or not. That is a lot of debris.
Yeah, because that's not a lot of opening on that nose to begin with.
And getting up behind somebody with grass in your grill is not like getting up behind somebody with a piece of paper on your grill. So he might have a problem here before this race is over with.
And he was making some gains on Jimmy Johnson, but he lost about 2 seconds with everything that went on over there.
Well, he was trying so hard, and it was paying off. But, man, that's the thing. When you push it this hard at the end of the day, end of the race, sometimes it just goes bad like it did for him.
Right now, they're both about the same speed, 8.6, 8.7 seconds. Now 8.8. The gap remains fairly constant. Johnson back to Busch in 4th. Kurt Busch, that is.
See Clint Boyer there in the 15 car still holding down 2nd. I know Clint would so much love to win this race, but if he can hold on to this top 5, it not only will be his first top 5 of the year, but Michael Waltrip Racing's first top 5 of 2015.
Yeah, I think Michael and that whole crowd and Clint and even David Reagan, they came in here with this race circled. They knew it's a race where they were going to run good. They knew it's a race they could win. And when you go to someplace and you expect to do well, you need to do well. And they're performing good today.
Listen to Clint through the S's and hear all the part throttling they do here. But here again, Dale Jr. looking at Tony Stewart, and here comes Harvick under Jr.
Well, there's a lot of them lined up back there that wants to take advantage if the door opens.
I'll tell you what, now Harv won't mess around. Smoke says, I hope y'all have fun playing with these. I got to go. I'm out of here. See ya. Uh-oh.
Casey Mears has lost a wheel and axle broke.
Wow.
A rear axle broke. You see it still attached at the hub.
Got to be a caution.
Is out.
I saw him limping down the back straight into turn 10 there. Wasn't sure what the problem was. I thought he had a flat tire, but much worse.
Yeah, Mike, not only the rear axle, yeah, it was still hooked in, but it looks like to me the whole snout of that rear end housing has broken off.
That's what hopping those curbs will do for you.
Mears was 15th.
There she goes. Wow. Haven't seen that in a long time. But I think, Mike, no kidding, that's hopping those curbs. It's one of the things you worry about is, breaking something in the suspension.
Now, that was just coming out of turn 11. And Casey got the car out of harm's way as the wheel and axle bounce into a catch fence.
Say this is a caution that everybody's happy to see, probably except Jimmy Johnson, because it gives them one more shot. I mean, just look, that is everything to do with that side of the rear end housing.
That's the brake rotor, the brake, the caliper.
And Larry, let me correct. That axle didn't break. You can see the splines on the end of it. The axle's there. It's, as you said, the axle housing, hub, everything is out there. The axle housing looks like it broke.
Exactly, the snout where all of that is fastened into. Yeah, the axle just slides up in the gear, so it just came out with everything else.
Wow.
11 laps to go in the Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma Raceway, and What does this change?
It gives everybody from Clint Boyer on back another chance.
Now, gas mileage was a concern for Jimmy Johnson.
Good job. Are you saving us a little there? No. Okay, nice and easy. Save when you can. Nice and easy. You're doing great.
There have now been 9 caution laps total since the top 3 pitted.
Yeah, I think this takes care of the fuel issue. Now it just becomes a matter, can the 48 hold off to 15 and the 41? That gives a 41 a real shot. Look here. All of them.
Whoa, Clint Boyer shoots to pit road at the last instant.
Guess who's out there all by himself? Look at all those cars coming on pit road.
I mean, that had to be a lonely feeling for Jimmy Johnson right there.
That is, oh my gosh.
Jamie?
Billy Scott, the crew chief, back and forth with his driver. He finally made the call and said, this is the only chance we're going to have at winning. We need to pit. So that was the call. A 4-tire stop here. They're going to try to get it and win their second race here at Sonoma. Matt?
Fresh tires, a game changer for both Busch brothers. Kyle hits pit road for fresh tires. Kurt Busch was going to try to stay out if he could, but since others were coming in front and behind, that was their call as well.
Race off pit road. Boyer, Kyle Busch, Logano, Kurt Busch, Harvick, Newman, Kane, Earnhardt, Larson.
I did not see that one coming. Chad Knaus was in a box. He only had one choice, to stay out. If he pits, absolutely they stay out. So he couldn't win on that call.
And Jamie McMurray stayed out.
He looks like, does that not look like a lonely man sitting on that pit box?
So did Jeff Gordon, Ricky Stenhouse, and Matt Kenseth stay out. The top 5 did not pit. But watch Clint Boyer and this late decision.
Looks like to me he made the decision a little bit. He saw Kyle Busch, and that 18 was absolutely committed to the inside of him.
What I can't get a look at the train that come behind him. Everybody.
How about that pit entry, Andy?
Yeah, the key thing here, guys, is there is no commitment cone or commitment line. It's just that wall there. As long as they can make it to that area, they're legal. So he basically did hang Jimmy Johnson out to dry.
Yeah. Now this will be a little bit of lengthy cleanup because when that rear end housing let go on Casey Mears' car, axle grease is a little tougher to clean up than water or motor oil.
And Jimmy Johnson hopes it takes him a long time.
Let's remember back to last year. Carl Edwards had a very similar situation. There was a late caution. Carl stayed out. Jeff Gordon and some Dale Jr., a bunch of them came and got tires. They couldn't catch Carl before the race ended. Similar situation.
Trevor Bayne will get the free pass, so he'll be the 28th car on the lead lap.
Those cars, Mike, that stayed out, I mean, you think about McMurray. He's good. Gordon's pretty good. And Stenhouse been okay today. So there's some guys up there that can hold you up.
Well, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Matt Kenseth, yeah, they've had a rough day, but they can just hold those guys up enough to let Jimmy Johnson get gone.
Let's hear what Team 48 is saying.
Well, you're not going to like this.
No, yep, definitely not.
I guess I could have come. I just thought we were staying out. So maybe.
No, I said stay out. We got guys behind us. We're in good shape, man.
Okay, 10-4. I didn't see those guys.
Dude, you're ready to go win this race, pal.
I actually think I agree with Chad. And you don't want Jimmy to say, hey, we're in trouble. How about it, Chris?
Well, Chad Knaus definitely trying to extend this caution as long as possible. He just radioed to NASCAR and said the track is very dirty all the way through turn 1. And on these double fall restarts, that's a tough thing for Jimmy Johnson out there and everybody else on the racetrack. So he's lobbying for NASCAR to try and sweep up all the way up through turn 1.
Of course he is. Absolutely. He wants them to sweep the whole racetrack.
He wants them to repave the racetrack if they would.
Casey Mears got off the racetrack 1,000 feet before the start-finish line. Why are we going to sweep up to turn 1?
If I was Chad Knaus, I'd want him to sweep it too.
Must be something up there that no one else can see.
But I still say, regardless, Chad Knaus and Jimmy Johnson only had one choice there, and that's to do exactly what they did.
I think he's going to be fine.
Time to award our 5-hour energy move of the race. Joey Logano was a contender shooting onto pit road, but watch Clint Boyer right here. He sees in his mirror Kyle Busch is committed. Well, if you're coming, I'm coming.
That just kind of sent a message to everybody. They all came at one time. Just a freight train of cars.
Wow. Last instant decision. there goes Boyer back into the fray. Now he is 6th. He is the first car in line with fresh tires behind Johnson, McMurray, Gordon, Stenhouse, and Kenseth. How about Jeff Gordon? Had that penalty. He was stuck deep in the field, had to restart behind the lapped cars. Oh, whoa, we have no chance. Suddenly, for Jeff Gordon, this caution has changed everything. And now, Matt DiBenedetto and Jeb Burton, oh gosh, got turned around by a track truck.
Holy smoly.
I guess when you're trying to get into your pit.
The sweeper's a weeper.
Now, we saw Matt Kenseth once spin into his pit and get serviced that way. And
yeah, all it says is you have to be in your pit box. It doesn't say which direction.
No, that's true.
That added a lap. Looks like we still got the caution lights on, so we're coming back around one more time, which is good news for Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, I think if you think about it, you got Jamie McMurray up there, great little road racer. You got Jeff Gordon up there, good little road racer, and that could be the cushion that Jimmy Johnson needs to hold off Clint Boyer and these guys that got tires.
I'm not sure it's all Jimmy Johnson, because Jimmy Johnson does not need, and I emphasize need, a victory. He has a bunch of them. He's in the chase.
Yeah, but you come this.
He wants to win, but he doesn't need to win.
No, but you've come this far. You got a great car. You're sitting there and you're leading the race. I'd sure like to walk out of here with that trophy, wouldn't you? That goblet that's made up here in Sonoma.
Absolutely. But behind him are drivers that need to win.
You've got Ricky Stenhouse Jr. back there, two-time Xfinity Series champion, still looking for his first career win in Sprint Cup in that 17 car.
All right, let's hear about Tony Stewart's pit stop. Jamie?
Yeah, speaking of a driver that needed a good run, needed a win today, he was running top 5 until that last pit stop. Everything went wrong. He had crew members running into each other. It was about 18 seconds. Tony came on the radio and said, guys, can't we do anything right? He's restarting 16th. Matt?
And the 41 of Kurt Busch will restart 9th. That caution was a bigger save for his chance for a win than even he could have imagined. After they pressured the tires that came off his car, they found he had a left rear tire going down.
And he got that grass off the grill. That was what I thought was going to cause him a problem if the thing had stayed green. So he's good to go now. He's starting 9th. Still got a chance.
Half of the top 10 have won this season. Half have not, including Jeff Gordon. Here's a look at his day. What a roller coaster.
Man, all the way back to 40th at one time.
And now he finds himself 3rd and within sight of the lead with what will be 7 to go when they come back.
And as much as we question those adjustments that Alan Gustafson made on that trip to pit road by pulling the spring rubbers out of the right rear when he got penalized, may pay dividends now, because that thing should have a lot better drive up off the corner.
Right. They told him he now has the same setup as Jimmy Johnson. Will it be enough to get the 4-time champion his first victory of the year?
I'm just not thinking that spring rubbers got him where he is, but nonetheless, he probably got a better car than he had before they did that.
Of the top 10 looking for win number 1 on the season, positions 2, 3, and 4, McMurray, Gordon, and Stenhouse. Clint Boyer in 6th. Kyle Busch in 7th.
Well, here's what we know. I mean, you can't mess around. You have got to go. You got to knock people out of your way. That's going to be something that Clint Boyer, that Kyle Busch, all these guys, they got to get these guys in front of them out of their way, and they got to get them out of their way in a hurry.
I just think Clint Boyer starting in the position he's in right there, that's going to put him in a pretty good position as we get up in the hillside.
I don't think it's what they can do. It's what this 1 and 17 and 24 and the 20 can do.
They're on it. Green flag.
Pretty good drag race up the hill here. Looked like McMurray yielded just a little bit to Jimmy Johnson, let him get clear.
First 5 on worn tires. Everybody else with new ones.
And so you can't go anywhere. You got a roadblock here. So
whoa, 3 wide, Boyer.
Exactly what I was telling you. There's 1 out of the way. Got the 20 car, Kansas out of the way.
Now he's on Kyle Busch. Boyer to the inside of Busch. Up and over the hill at 3A.
They're off in the dirt. They're 3, 4 wide. Look at this. You can't make it down here, boys. Something's got to give.
And they made it.
Wow.
Kyle Busch to the inside of Stenhouse.
I think that 24 car was looking on the inside of McMurray in the 1. These guys on old tires are doing a pretty good job of holding everybody up.
So Kyle Busch right now in that 18, he's the driver that's the closest to the front with those fresher tires.
And he's been really good on new tires all day long.
A lot of smoke and dust at the top of the S's, but here they all
we got
come.
a wreck. There goes Danica around up here in the S's.
Danica spins.
I don't know if that's a caution or not because she's got it cranked. I think she's getting going.
Kennedy and Marks got together. Biffle's car is wounded coming into turn 10.
Got a bunch
but they're
of them
still going.
Wobbling all over the place back here, and Danica got going. I don't think we get a caution.
She was 22nd. She will fall to 28th.
And the guys on the new tires, Larry, they're not making a lot of progress.
6 laps to go.
Well, Kyle Busch in that 18, he needs to put Jamie McMurray in that 1 away in a hurry. And you can see he's doing everything he can, probably by the time we get to turn 4.
A lot of smoke from Kyle Larson.
Yeah,
Boyer makes a move. Boyer gets Jeff Gordon. And Kyle Busch up to 2nd.
Jamie did a good job there. Jamie knows on older tires. McMurray in the 1. He let the 18 go. He was in a bad position, and 18 had the advantage.
Riding with Boyer as he chases down McMurray.
Yeah, I think it might be all over now. That 18's clear. He'll chase down Jimmy Johnson pretty quick here. Here comes the 15. He's pretty good. Could be a race between the 15 and the 18 if things keep going like they are.
Biffle has made it to pit road. Coasts his way through, maybe headed for the garage.
I thought maybe those guys would hold the 18 and the 15 and these guys up a little bit, but it wasn't to be. Boyer made a couple of dramatic moves to get to where he is in a hurry. He knew he had to go.
This was still there lined up, 2 by 2.
This was at the top of the hill.
Watch this.
Right side,
forced
3
his,
wide.
he just forced his way
side,
in there.
3 wide, you're 3 wide, 3 wide, you're on the right.
What a power move, a bold move by Clint Boyer to get up to 3rd behind Jimmy Johnson and Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch is all over the rear bumper of Jimmy Johnson in that 48.
Yeah, I'd say this is all over, but the shouting.
And here's where need to win overcomes wants to win right there. Kyle Busch to the lead.
This is a big. That's one of the best, most significant passes Kyle Busch has made probably in his career.
Now Boyer to 2nd inside of Johnson.
Johnson
Turn
knows
7.
those 2 guys are on 4 tires. I'm a setting duck. He knows that.
And some of the best racing we saw earlier a few laps ago was Clint Boyer and Kyle Busch battling for 2nd.
Boyer's got a great race car, and he has got he's got the bit out. He's coming.
Biffle back up to speed. His car okay now. Kurt Busch to 4th. Right on the bumper of Johnson for 3rd at turn 10.
Man, Kyle lost some time around turn 10 right there.
He's letting it all hang out because here comes Big Brother. Kurt's number 41 down to the inside. And Boyer is gaining on Kyle Busch.
This is going to get good, boys. It's going to get good.
But Mike and Darrell, looking at Kyle Busch leading this race now with 5 laps to go. 4 months ago, the man was in a hospital having surgery on one of his ankles and one of his legs. Here he's leading a road course race.
Yeah, everybody thought that this would be a really tough race for him, which I know it will be. I'm sure he's going to be hurt when this is over with. But look at the job he's doing. This man has a heart. He's all heart.
To make the chase, he needs an average finish of 13th along with a victory between now and Richmond. NASCAR made him chase eligible after he had to sit out a couple of months while he recuperated from that Daytona crash in the Xfinity Series into an unprotected concrete wall.
I don't know, Mike, Larry. I don't know if he can hold that 15 off, and the 41's right there as well. I don't know if he can hold those guys or not.
Johnson has fallen to 5th. Kevin Harvick up to 4th. And Michael McDowell goes off course and back on.
It's all right. He didn't stall it. He's coming. He's going. He's fine.
He was way to the outside of turn 7 out of harm's way.
Watch Kurt Busch. He got quite a run off turn 10 all over the back of Boyer.
Boyer protects the inside, takes a low entry.
Larry, you made a comment, I think, in our practice show. The 41 and the 18 finished 1st and last at Michigan. They might finish 1st and 2nd today the way it looks.
That's the way it's shaping up here as we've got 3 laps to go now.
Because I don't think that Kurt would mind just maybe moving that 15 over a little bit, get a little extra room. Boy, this is where you just have to be so precise. If you make a mistake here, you're done.
Darrell, you don't think these guys, they've got both hands and feet up on the wheel? Our top 4 just ran the fastest lap that they've run this entire race.
That's all they got.
Michael McDowell.
Oh, no.
Limping around.
No, it looks like he's picked up a little bit.
Yep.
Listen, Boyer, he is winding that thing out of the frame. 95 needs to pull off if he can't make it back.
There he goes.
No, he's fired. It's going to be a dive bomb right here. Ah!
Boyer is not going to give Kurt Busch an inch on the inside.
No, but
he can't.
That's where Kurt is really good, and he's looking too.
Two to go.
Well, and with Michael McDowell in the 95 still being out there, one of the flags that Kyle Busch really wants to see is that white flag.
They're going to turn Michael McDowell into the drag strip area and off the course.
Yeah,
instead
I mean, that's
letting
right.
him try to get back to the garage.
No, he needs to get off the course so we don't get a yellow here. Boy, I tell you, that 41, he's all over the back of 15 here. The Clint Boyer, get a little shot, looking.
Right at turn 7 he did it, Darrell. That should have moved Boyer aside, but Clint saw it coming.
I think if Kurt times it right, he's been a little bit better getting down into turn 11 down here. I think he might have a little something for him.
Well, company's coming as well behind them. Kevin Harvick in that 4.
Oh, yeah.
Watch this move, the 41. He's going to lay off him. Now get a run and dive to the inside.
He's latched onto Boyer like a dog on a mailman.
Oh, baby, this is a dive bomb.
He's in there.
Got to let him go, man. He's got position. And here comes Kevin Harvick. He may be able to get by Clint Boyer.
Back to the start-finish line. White flag, 1 lap to go. Track is clear. McDowell has pulled off.
All that Kyle Busch needs to do right now is not make a mistake. There's Samantha, his wife. They just had their new baby. I mean, this is a big day for this team.
This would be a big day for Adam Stevens. Took the job as the crew chief for Kyle Busch this year. It would be his first win as a Sprint Cup Series.
Yeah, they worked together in the Xfinity Series. They really looked forward to this year being together. Thought they were going to be able to do some great things, and today they've proven it.
Last time to turn 7.
I mean, you have to admit, this is an incredible accomplishment for this young man. To come out of the hospital, get back in his car. He won the Xfinity race in Michigan, and here he is. He's going to drive this thing into Victory Circle here on a road course where people thought it might be his Achilles heel.
Kurt closes the gap, 4-5 car lengths. As Kurt wobbles off turn 10. One last chance at turn 11.
Watch his 4 and the 15 back there. They got a pretty good battle going on for third.
And off the final turn. No crutches necessary. Kyle Busch wins at Sonoma. And for the first time in Sprint Cup history, the Busch brothers finish 1-2.
First and last at Michigan 2 weeks ago. First and second today.
Well, next check mark, try to get to the top 30 in points.
Feel better about it now. 43rd last week.
Busch brothers 1-2, boys. That's pretty awesome. Mom and Dad should be proud.
Kyle Busch becomes the 11th driver to win in 2015. In only his 5th start of the season. Congratulations
Proud of you,
from
bud.
Big Brother.
Way to stay tough all day.
It's his 4th road course win, and he becomes only the first repeat winner in the last 11 races here.
Mike, Darrell, Kyle Busch said one of his biggest motivations to get back was seeing other drivers in victory lane holding trophies.
There's the essence of racing. Sunoco fueling victories. Michael McDowell did get back out on track and finish the race, as did Greg Biffle. made late stops.
I love all you guys. What a day.
27 cars finish on the lead lap. The Busch brothers, Clint Bowyer third, Kevin Harvick fourth, Joey Logano the top 5, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Jr., Casey Kane, Ryan Newman, and Sam Hornish Jr. Ryan Field and Don Bell next. Thanks, fellas. Kyle Busch started 11th today. His second win at Sonoma in his 11th start here. He won in 2008. And his 4 road course victories now rank 3rd most among active drivers.
I guess it was pretty wishful thinking to think that 48 was going to be able to hold these guys off. But I was thinking if he could hold up some of these guys a little bit, they might be able to do it. But he ends up 6th. Still a great day for Jimmy Johnson. Do it, dude. Just do it. Oh, boy. Look at the rubber. Look at the tires.
On a Saturday in February, Kyle Busch was head on into an unprotected concrete wall at over 100 miles an hour. Spent a month in the hospital, a couple of months in rehab, returned to the racetrack in mid-May, and now returns to victory lane.
He just put a period on that win. Oh, be careful, son. Oh, be careful, boys. Be careful, boys. Easy, easy. You need him next week.
That's Adam Stevens there that just hugged him with the hat on.
What a great feeling.
So Toyota finishes 1st and 3rd in the Toyota Save Mart 350. Kyle Busch and Clint Bowyer, with Kurt Busch's Chevrolet in between.
Yes.
That is Adam Stevens' first Sprint Cup win. Here's Vince Welch.
Best run of the season for Clint Bowyer today, and thought maybe there for a while you were going to be the one they had to beat. What was the difference?
Well, I just was in the wrong line, you know. I mean, that restart there, Kyle got up on the inside of him, was able to get underneath of him, and I was kind of in the middle of the meet, in the middle of the sandwich. Then I got hung up with Matt, and I thought we were both going to wreck. Tore the car up real bad, but it's just, damn it, you get so close. Drove my ass off. I tried to just come up a little short. You know, Kyle had a really good short run car, and after a handful of laps, I was able to get by him that run before that. So I knew that wasn't going to be the case. He was going to have to go, and I tried to get up through him and kind of get rough with him and beat him to it, but he just unfortunately beat me to that situation and won. But good weekend for us. Billy Scott, all these guys on a 5-hour engine Toyota. You know, 2 solid weekends. It wasn't what we come out here to do, but had a lot of fun.
Clint Bowyer strong today, 3rd. Chris Neville?
And Jimmy Johnson comes home 6th. Jimmy, you stuck with that 2-stop strategy. Everybody came to pit lane there at the end. What were you thinking when you saw Clint Bowyer pull over?
Initially a little concerned, and then as we made that next lap, I saw there was a bunch of cars between myself and the first guy on tires. So I felt pretty good about things. And then after about a lap and a half, I wasn't feeling so good about things. They were there quickly. But, you know, if we came back tomorrow, we'd still run the same strategy. We played it perfectly. We were 1 caution away from it working out just right. So the situation we're in with the wins and locked in the chase, we wanted to come out and be aggressive with our strategy. We ended that today in the Lowe's Pro Services Chevrolet.
Yeah, they were definitely swinging for the fences. Matt?
An off-course excursion at one point. The car looks like he ran at Martinsville, and Kurt Busch was almost tackled by co-owner Gene Haas. Excited about your run today. So impressive. Was this a statement championship type run for you today?
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, Gene Haas, he's given everything to me, and I wanted to deliver a win for him, and it was an incredible drive all day. The car was fast. I thought we had the right sequence. Kyle got a lucky break when that yellow came out and he got onto pit road, and there was just too many cars between me and him on some of those restarts, and I just didn't quite get the restarts I needed, but a great Haas automation Chevy. It was fast. We led laps. We qualified second, finished second. But I think we made a statement. Yes, the car's great. Tony Gibson and all the guys back at the shop built me a beautiful road course car. I just came up a little shy in qualifying and in the race. But congratulations to my little brother. I know this is huge. He still has a long way to go. We'll get him in that top 30. He's an incredible driver. And I don't know how many times we finished 1-2, but we'll let the other Busch brother win today.
From one Busch to another. Jamie?
Kyle Busch didn't quite make it all the way into victory lane. He hopped out of the car and walked in. Kyle, you've only been back for 5 races, a broken leg, a broken foot. You become a dad, and you said you never know if you're ever going to get back to victory lane. Welcome back. What does this moment mean to you?
Oh, this is awesome. Just unbelievable. I can't say enough about my team. Everyone at Joe Gibbs Racing. I can't say enough about my medical team, everyone that got me back in shape and got me back ready to go and get behind the wheel. And I can't say enough about my brother. You know, thanks, bro. He certainly made it hard on Clint, you know, and I think gave me some ground a couple times, you know, gave me 10 lengths and then gave me another 8 lengths. And so, man, just M&M's, I can't say enough about their support and everyone that's been behind me so much through the years, not just this year, but through the years. M&M's Krispies, they've done an awesome job this year. We've got an exciting thing coming out in Kentucky, so I'm excited about that, a promotion that's pretty neat. Interstate Batteries, Norm Miller, all the folks there, Monster Energy, Skittles, Pedigree, Snickers, Sprint. Thank Sprint for all the years that they've been here, and you know, we appreciate them. Of course, the fans. I mean, it's pretty cool. You know, I pulled right up here. The thing wouldn't make the turn. I blew the rear tires off of it, so I was just like, all right, park it right here, and we'll walk in. You know, so walking in on a broken leg and a broken foot, you know, nothing better than doing that.
Kyle Busch, a West Coaster from Las Vegas. A lot of people who've supported you for a long time are here. You know you want to race. That means you're chase eligible. Looking at the points, though, Kyle, can you guys make it in?
Yeah, I mean, we've got our work cut out for us. We knew we did in the beginning, and I definitely put us in a hole a couple times already this year. So, you know, it's unfortunate that we've had a couple crashes, and I hate it for my guys. You know, they don't deserve to be in that spot, but they certainly have worked hard all year long, whether it's been for David Reagan, Eric Jones, Matt Crafton, those guys that have filled in for me. You know, these guys never gave up. They kept fighting hard the whole time, and so I appreciate them for that. And they deserve to be in the chase. So as much as I can do, that's what we're going to do. You know, we're a great team. Adam Stevens, this is his first win as the Cup Crew Chief, so this is pretty special. You know, my wife's here. She flew in this morning, so it's awesome to have her with us here today. Brexton's at home, though. He didn't want to fly 6 hours, so we let him stay at home this time. But, man, just so cool.
How do your legs feel, by the way?
My foot hurts a little bit, but not as bad as I expected it to. You know, it actually hurt worse in practice. I think I warmed it up all Friday, but feel pretty good today. And thanks to Fox. You know, thank you guys, all of our broadcast partners, for being around and filling in the first half of the year. And, you know, and we're looking forward to the second half now.
Congratulations, Kyle Busch. A win trumps all pain, right, Chris Myers?
After the compound fracture in the right leg, the fractured left foot that we talked about, he's the 11th different winner. Now just 10 races until the chase. You saw the point differential. He's 37. He needs 37 points to get into that top 30, so averaging 13th or better. And these are the guys, these are the chase standings. You see those still without a win. And, Michael, I think that was the difference towards the end. It was pointed out in the broadcast. Drivers who had a win in the bag could swing for the fences. They know they're in the chase. And those drivers like a Clint Boyer, like a Kyle Busch, whatever, Tony Stewart, that needed a win to keep their chase, their playoff hopes alive.
And, you know, watching Kurt Busch drive, you would have thought he needed a win. He had that car off the track sideways trying to run his little brother down, but Kyle did an excellent job on that last restart. That was the key. He got in the right lane. He made the right moves, got up to the front on Jimmy Johnson first and drove away.
Jeff Gordon in his final race near his hometown, a guy who has dominated, the all-time road king. And not a terrific run. He had that rough pit road penalty, but someone who still needs a win to get into the chase, figuring in there point-wise. He's standing by with our Chris Neville.
Yeah, and Chris, he came home 16th today. Jeff, at one point in time, you were 40th on the racetrack, so you were able to at least work your way forward. But a tough day for you.
It was, you know, I was really optimistic going in to the race. Our car was good in practice. We qualified well. They dropped the green, and we were moving forward. I was pretty happy with it. Felt the rear tires starting to go off pretty early on, and saw some guys coming from further back. And so we tried to make a couple adjustments. It just seemed as the track continued to lay rubber, our setup that we were taking a little bit of gamble and risk with, but it looked good in practice, just didn't pay off for us. So we had to make some big adjustments and lose track position, but the car was really, really good there at the end. So great to have AARP and member advantages on board, and it was a great weekend. Nothing's going to take away from this weekend for me. I know it wasn't the finish we all wanted, but it was a very memorable weekend, and still a little bit more fun to go to hang out with some of my friends and family that are here. But I hate we weren't a little bit better, and that last thing, that was just taking some risk on that last pit stop. We didn't have anything to lose at that point.
Well, the next time we see Jeff Gordon on Fox, he's going to be in the booth with you, Mike.
All right, thanks, Chris. Wow. What a day and what a race. Kyle Busch comes from 7th on the final restart to win it. Kurt Busch is right there. Clint Bowyer had a great shot. Jimmy Johnson leads the most laps. Comers and goers and strategies. Oh, my.
Yeah, I mean, when you think back to Daytona and Kyle Busch leaves the racetrack in an ambulance.
Yes.
And today he drives into Victory Circle. I mean, what a comeback. I think the pass he made on Jimmy Johnson and then to take the lead, those were the passes of his career. That win today could be what gets him into the chase. Got his work cut out for him, but step number one, he can mark that off.
Did we find the line between need to win and want to win?
Well, I think we absolutely did, because he knew he had to put this check mark in the box at first. But I have to go with Adam Stevens rolling the dice, making that call with 10 laps to go and making a trip to pit road. That was obviously the winning strategy. And I have to say, I feel like the most blessed man on earth to stand beside you guys for 15 years.
Love you, brother.
Pleasure's all ours.
Yeah, man.
Chris?
And the emotions running high, Larry, Darrell, Mike, I'm sure for the Busch brothers, the first time that they finished 1-2 in a race. And when you think about how the year started with Kyle Busch injured, not sure if he could even run this year, Kurt Busch on a suspension, misses 3 races, has 2 wins in the bag. Now Kyle looks like the next guy to get in on the chase. It's really wide open, still 6 spots, though, in the chase with Kurt Busch probably the lead guy in that group.
I love Kyle. He's going to be able to get up to the 30th in the points and make this chase. I believe that. And I love the race we saw today. So much desperation. So many guys trying so hard to grab spots. I think maybe the move of the race, though, was Joey Logano getting on the pit road. That move there got him a 5th place finish. So that was key for him today.
Busch brothers come up big. Jimmy Johnson with 4 wins during the course of the season. We'll have more from this race and on the NASCAR Fox and Fox Sports 1 portion of the season a little bit later in the show. That's the story from Sonoma. Let's head down the freeway way down towards Los Angeles and Don Bell. Don?
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.